Good morning. Hello, I think you might be on mute. Hi.
Hello, Leanne.
Nice to
to meet
see
you.
you. You too. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Leanne. How you going?
Morning. We've got Irene joining us today. Irene's new. Linda, this is Irene.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Irene.
Not sure who else is coming, but as per usual, I will start soon anyways because the important ones are here. So how are we both going?
Yeah, good.
That's awesome. I'm running two computers again to make sure that I can record this. So that's why you've got two views of me.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to grab my pad so I can do my notes. You're listening.
I'm just going to get the other recording set up. So if one fails, we have both. So Linda, you've only got 3 units left that are all manual ones, yeah?
Well, I sent Helen an email, and I think I've finished everything, and this is my last workshop.
Okay, that's good then. Well, it's not good, but that's great for you.
Well, yeah, she said that there was only the 401, which she said she had to check with you, which was about websites.
You did that from memory, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that was our first online session. That's when we looked at
401 is the websites, and we do that in class.
Yeah, I think we did that online, and we looked at everyone's websites, Tina's and the girl in Townsville and everyone like that.
That's right. So that she should have that. But yeah, I'll follow her up as well today because that's exciting.
Yeah, so this is the last one.
Oh, it'd be sad to see you go. Well, it'd be good to see you on social, but yeah.
And I just have to I just have to do that video that from last month, video presentations.
Yeah.
And I just have to upload that to the group, do I?
Yeah, just what I would do is just do a little introductory video saying who you are, you're nearly finished, what you intend on doing maybe. That's all it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just playing around with a few of the different video softwares and doing a few practice runs.
Nice.
How exciting.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just make sure that I'm...
I use message bots with Twitch streaming live, and it's so funny. When I first started, bots were doing all this crazy things and sending messages, and I didn't know anything about message bots, so I thought it was a person. I didn't even know they were my own message bots.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Nothing's real anymore, is it?
So tell me about that. So just walk me through that process with Twitch and your messenger bots. Did you use what messenger bot application and what were you doing live streaming on Twitch? Because I find Twitch really interesting.
Yeah. So I've got a channel on Twitch. And so at first, when I would see messages in other people's chats and that said, message bot things, and I'd be like, oh, thanks, message bots. Oh, like I actually was a person. And then people were laughing at me going, no, like they're actually a part of your streaming thing. And I was like, oh, sugars, I should check into this thing that's called the message bots, and I have them too. And so you kind of, with Twitch, you would do commands in your chat. So if someone says something like, show us your tits, or they do that on Twitch, then your message bot would be like, block them out or remove that comment.
Yeah, right.
Bots to stimulate people to check your Discord channel.
Yeah.
Or join the community. There's pretty much, with message bots, you can, now I know you can pretty much code them to do anything. Not that I know how to do that entirely, but
yeah, so that's a different messenger bot to what we're going to do today, but that's super cool and very exciting as well.
Mm.
So maybe, Irene, it might be great for Linda and also myself, maybe if you could give us a quick brief on your business.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Or what you're intending to use social media for.
Yeah. Okay. So I do a life coaching business. I'm a twin flame coach, a past life and human design guide. And I do a lot of online stuff. So I'm on Clubhouse, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Instagram. I work with a group in Europe called Cafe Clairvoyant TV. And I also work and collaborate very internationally. So most of my clients are international clients. So I had one from the US yesterday, India the day before. So it's a very online presence business. It's networking online. It's I just connected with the Leo King, who is one of the most
Sorry,
high.
I missed that. Who is he?
The Leo King. He's like pretty much the most famous astrologer in the world at the moment. Wow. Yeah, and he connected with me and said that he wants to do some healing work for me, and I just can't believe it. Like, he's my hero. So I don't know, something that I'm doing must be working a little bit, because I also got a coach in Canada. So I was just on my coaching session. I have a coach coaching me. That's that's fun. A lot of work, but it's fun. So, yep. So I do rooms on Clubhouse about twin flames and past lives and any spiritual psychic phenomenon. I do videos on human design. So I give human design readings. So if you don't know what human design,
yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty amazing stuff. Yeah.
It is. I've downloaded the ebook, and then I started reading it and I went, oh my God, I've no idea what this means.
I know, that's why a human design guide is really helpful, because it is so comprehensive, and just to have someone lay it out for you in a way that you can understand and relate to your own design, your own unique coding, it's really helpful. It's just helpful. And yeah,
awesome. I have to check that out.
Yeah, I was going to say, put your website in the chat, please.
Yeah.
So we can go suss you out.
Oh. Yes, please do. And I find that people just have amazing transformations. Like, one human design session and years of conditioning just melt away. It's no longer relevant, but the person can see it for themselves for the first time.
Yeah, right. Nice. Very cool. Well, do please put your details in the chat for us, so we can go.
Now, where's the chat? So
there's a little. Yeah, so I'll just walk you through it. So up the top, you've got a little speech bubble. Well, I have a speech bubble on mine, where you can put information in. And whilst you're doing that, I actually have to upload your workbook for today. I have a bit of a workbook that I can that you can print off and use, or remind yourself. That won't let me do the workbook there. That's what happened last time. All right, I will.
Is that chat thing in the show conversations thing?
Have you got show conversation? Oh, yeah. I've got. Yes, it is show conversation.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks, Irene. That's awesome. We'll check that out. I'll have to send what I'll do is I'll actually put the workbook into, well, the workbook will be in the Facebook group. Let me just find it for you all. I'm not logged into Facebook today, believe it or not.
Might have kicked you out. It's all right.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm not a fan of Facebook. Trust me. Between you and me, it's not my favorite platform.
Your favorite platform?
Leanne. What is it? I love YouTube and what YouTube does. However, it takes time for YouTube. You know what I mean? Like you've got to record your videos. At the moment, because I'm launching another new business, I'm using podcasts, and it's going really well. I just checked my stats today, and I've got like 14 more downloads since I had yesterday. So I'm loving the audio component of podcasting. Yeah, because it's easy. It's so easy.
Podcasting. I want to do podcasting.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really what I love. I mean, I love video. Video is my preferred, but Video, you still have to, you know, set your scene. You've got to have your lighting. You've got to do your hair and makeup. And sometimes I'm just downloading information that I don't have time to do all that and to showcase the brand. So therefore audio is just like turn it on and speak your truth and upload it, and wow, away it goes. So I'm loving it at the moment.
Wow. What app do you use for that?
So I use Libsyn. It's Libsyn, and that will push it out to, or pushes it out to all of them: SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple. Gives you its own web presence. You can embed it into your website. Gives you the own direct links, etc., etc.
That's awesome, Pam. That's kind of what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I can rattle off and talk. You know, it's just easier to record as well and to feel that motivation to, you know, get it done.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'll forget, you know, I'll go, oh, that's a good idea. And then I'll go, I'll just write that down. And then later I've forgotten, I'm out of the flow. So therefore it's lost its sparkle, I suppose.
Yep.
If I go back and try and do it again.
Yeah.
And Leanne has great software advice on huge amounts of different software to use. So that's all been really handy in this course.
Thank you,
Linda. Yeah. Thank you, and thanks, Leanne. I'll be milking it.
I hope so. Otherwise, I'm not doing my job if nobody wants to know anything.
That's my problem, Leanne. I look at all the different softwares, all the different videos, and everything that you can use, and then I just get lost in it all. And I look at this one and look at that one. So I've been looking at everything, and I'm about to try and put it all together.
Yeah, and you know, with all honesty, I get the same way. So if it makes you feel better, I like with this other business that I'm launching, I sit there and I go, where do I start? Where do I start? I know so much. I know that I need to be doing this, 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 and this, but it all comes back to concentrating on one media or one platform, mastering that, having a strategy around that, and then adding everything else on. Do you know what I mean? Because if you do everything, you're not going to get anything done. Trust me.
Exactly.
And you will end up being in a you know, a whizzy tiz, because you'll be like, I'm not getting anything done. This is too frustrating, and you do nothing.
Yeah.
So
and I found Canva is like a great place to start that. So I've been doing a lot of stuff in Canva.
Yeah, great.
Although with the videos, after last month's workshop, I'd like to do with the videos to have all the things like pop up on the side and different interactive things. I'm not sure if Canva does that yet.
As far as, you mean on YouTube or?
Like after last month's workshop for the video presentation.
Yeah.
I was looking, I've been doing a bit in Prezi.
Yeah.
And Prezi has all the different pop-up things and things pop up beside you and that.
Yeah.
Like, which you can then put for YouTube and videos. I don't think Canva does that though. It's more just a straightforward video.
That's right. Yeah, that is right. Yeah. But it depends. So what are you thinking for your videos as far as presentations, like delivering information? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. So I was presenting a label that we're gonna start to put online and put out to social and everything like that. So I wanted like pictures to like pop up here on the screen, like in front of me while I'm talking, and words and images. So a bit more interactive and.
Well, check out BeLive.tv. It's a live streaming. It's live streaming, but you can also pre-record on it as well, and it'll allow you to bring up those images. So that's about $20-something a month.
Yep.
So check that out. The other thing is have you tried ScreenFlow or Camtasia? Because they'll allow you to pre-record and bring in different images, and you know, like have something here and then have something flashing over here.
Yeah, I was trying I think it was ScreenFlow yesterday, but I don't know, my computer was having problems connecting to it. I kept getting like this security message every time I went to, they'd send me the email for the password.
Yeah.
And then I'd get this security message come up and say, you can't connect, this is unsecure. But when I went to the site, it all had its security certificates and everything like that. So
well, that's interesting.
So I did actually just restart my computer, so I'll have another look at it today.
Yeah, see how you go. So so ScreenFlow will allow you to do that, and also Camtasia for the Mac, for the PC, but also BeLive TV if you're wanting to record live and have that sort of functionality popping in and then download it later. You can do that as well.
Yep.
Okay. All right, ladies, for whatever reason, I can't upload to the group. I'm just going to email you this workbook. So, Linda, just remind me what your email address is, please.
So, Kujo, Kujo, girl.
Kujo. Why haven't I got that on here? I've sent you emails before.
Yeah.
Kujo.
J-O.
Oh, there you go. 2009?
Yep.
Okay. And Irene, what's yours again?
Can do I'm not sure which one you have. You can do Irene's Life Coaching, IRENES Life Coaching at outlook.com.
Okay, I'll just send that over to you both now, and then when we have our break, I'll upload it to the group. Okay. All right, so I'm running two computers because one computer is my pathway computer and it doesn't allow me to do half the things I need to do, and the other one's my computer, which gives me full access. So I'm going to probably turn that camera off so that I will only come back over here. Actually, well, there's only because there's two of you. You can jump in and ask questions whenever you like. We don't need to put our hands up. And then I'll come over to this one and get rid of all that jargon and find myself. Here we are. And I'll turn that one on. Okay, great. All right. So today we're going to look at messenger bots. The workshop will go as long as it needs to go to finish the content and to answer your questions. So the more questions you have, which I invite, the more you're going to learn. And no workshop is the same. Even though I did this one this year, I guaranteed that it's not the same as what I delivered last year because different people are in the group. So we have different, different information that we want to achieve. It's not death by PowerPoint, but I do have a PowerPoint so that I can show you how it all works. So I'll just bring this up. Okay. Let me just make sure that you can see that the right way over there. Takes a few minutes for it to jump over or not. Why is it not changing? It's not changed at all. Okay. I love Teams. Because it just works so well for me. Let's go back to there. All right. We'll just do it that way. How's that? There you go. You can see that now. All right. So today we're going to talk about or have a look at how we use messenger bots the power of messenger bots for business. So Irene shared the bot that she had experienced for Twitch. Has anybody else experienced a bot? Or even if you may not have known it was a bot, maybe you received a answer to a question at 2 o'clock in the morning and thought, why is that person awake? Answering my question. So has anyone, had an experience with a bot as yet?
Yeah, probably nearly like Optus and Telegram and things like that.
Yeah, cool.
And yourself?
Yeah. Yes. So I'm well known for testing the boundaries on everything until I get kicked off. So yeah, last year I actually did a bot and then I got a great big warning saying if you do this again, you're out. So I've not been game to go back into that space just yet for the minute until recently. So I'm just going to check in with everybody as per usual. Welcome, Irene. You're going okay with your online assessments? You're navigating that world okay?
Yes, Leanne. It took me a little while to get the hang of it, but now that I have, it's really well put together. Actually, like it's easy to follow. I'm sure it was just me having a oh my goodness, I'm studying again thing.
No, it's a bit overwhelming when you first open up Futura because it's like, oh my God, there seems to be a lot of words on this page, and where do I start? So totally get that.
Yes, but otherwise, I think it's well organized, and you guys are great, and I can always contact you if I need. And
Yes,
yeah,
you can.
brilliant.
Awesome.
And
Great.
thank you.
And if anyone's watching the replay and you're new, welcome as well, and make sure that you check out Futura. It is a part of the course requirement that you do one business unit monthly in order to attend the workshops. And the reason behind that, some people go, why? The reason behind that is because we're into our 8th year of delivering this course. And the first year I delivered it, I was so excited. I had 24 students. Everyone turned up to the workshops. They were spilling out the rooms. We couldn't fit enough people in. At the end of and people were saying, I'll do my unit next month. I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I know you'll do your unit. Anyways, at the end of that 12 months, we didn't make any money because nobody did the units, and that's how we get paid because it's a government funded program, right? So we sat there and thought, wow, we just lost, I don't know how much money. And we provided this great service, which equated to, I think it was like $2.50 a workshop with the contribution fee that people pay. So we were like, wow, that was a great business opportunity that we just delivered. So now now I enforce it. So before I was like, yeah, should be short, right? I know you're going to do it, but now I have to enforce it because it's just the way it is. So for those watching the replay, if you don't do a unit, then you will be asked not to attend the workshop for the social media content, which I think it's fair. You put the skin in the game and then I'll give you this amazing content for the workshops. I do suggest everybody, we're coming up to Christmas time and we're going to have about 8 weeks between the December workshop and the February workshop. We don't have a workshop in January. That is a great time to catch up on your units and, do a couple of extra ones just in case you do get busy during the year, and you'll have a couple of units of competency in the bank, so to speak, so that you will be able to continue with the workshops. That being said, we used to have to wait a year for the workshops to come back around before you got access to it. Now I'm recording them. Once you've caught up with your units, then I'll release the recording. But it's still not the same as having a live, with people in the group, but it is what it is. And also we've introduced a fortnightly catch up to keep people in momentum because, the months and days do go, or the days and the months go really quickly. So every fortnight I'll be calling everybody to check in to see how you are and if you need one-on-one time, to go through your unit. So be mindful that, that'll be me stalking you a couple of times a month now just to check in. Any questions?
No, all good.
All good. Okay, so I love to learn. It's one of my strengths, but also one of my weaknesses because I go, oh, I can learn that and spend all this time chasing another shiny bright object. But what I did when ManyChat first started, and that's the program we're going to focus on today, I did become an agency partner. All of you that are studying social media to become social media managers can become an agency partner. It's free. All you need to do is go to ManyChat and actually sit through their quizzes, which is not hard, and actually get the badge of the agency partner like I have here now, that you can now use as social proof, as credibility that you know your stuff, and also put it on your business cards or, on your emails. website, wherever. So obviously if you're moving down the social media path as a manager or even an agency, then I'd strongly recommend that you go and do that agency partner course or whatever it is, whatever it's called, because it will give you credibility.
Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't take long. Look, for me, I hate, believe it or not, I hate learning. My brain, if I go in to learn something that's a qualification, if I'm learning something, you know, because it's a video course, that's fine. But if I have a test and I'm learning something, my brain is like most people, it shuts down. It goes, what? Yeah, I've got to remember that and try and put that into an answer. My brain just goes, oh, I can't. I go into stress mode. So for me to pass it, you know, anybody can pass it. So you'll be fine. Okay, messenger bots. I also, for those of you that don't know me and haven't met me yet, I love to walk my talk. So if there is something that happens in the world of social, I'm implementing it, I'm testing it, I'm pushing the boundaries. I'm probably going to get booted off that platform because I'll do something naughty, so that I can share my experiences with you all that are authentic. So I've got multiple messenger bots accounts. I used it the moment it was implemented. I was on there creating. I have had my messages from Facebook telling me that if you do that once more, you'll be cut off for life. So there's not much, but I don't know everything. The point is, I don't know everything, and every part of social media, every cog on every platform is always updating, and I don't pretend to know everything, but I do experience it myself before I share that experience with you all. So the stats were 80% of businesses would have some sort of bot implemented by 2020. Now, I actually saw that happen last year. I saw more and more bots being utilized. I'm still seeing businesses use bots. So I still believe that stat will be the same, that we're still trying to catch up, and 80% of businesses will have a bot by 2022. A lot of businesses, though, won't, because they don't like the what don't they like? They don't like that instant. Well, they think it's invasive. They think it's stalking, and they'd rather do it themselves. But with a bot, as you will see, there is nothing. And I put this out to, and no one's challenged me yet. God help the day somebody does. But anyways, I put the challenge out to everybody that there, in my opinion, and this is where I put the challenge out, I don't think that there is anything that can't be turned into a bot sequence. Like I've tested so many different things, but I'm probably telling you that so that you can keep your mind open to the fact that, you know, if you need to communicate with anybody through a bot application, you could do it. Yeah, there's opportunities everywhere. So if we just go back a bit and think about where we've come from, in the 2000s, every business looked at having a website. Like, you know, 1980s, we were like, oh, you know, I should have a website. No, I don't need a website. Oh, websites are a waste of money. And then in the 2000s, we saw every business. We still see today businesses that don't have a website. I know a business that's doing exceptionally well in town, but doesn't have a digital footprint. Scary, because he could be taken over, but there are still businesses out there that don't have a website. But in the 2000s, most businesses were looking for a website. By 2010, every business was running out to get social. Again, whether they're doing it correctly or not is another conversation. But people were, and still are, there's still businesses that don't have a Facebook page, right? So people were in business were running out to get social. I believe by next year, everybody will be moving, every business owner again will be moving towards this automation, especially bots. Once they understand, so like the websites in the 80s, nobody understood the power of SEO. Nobody understood that, you know, moving forward, people would Google rather than, you know, open up the yellow pages. So if you're in the space of wanting to be in front of your competitors, if you're in the space of, you know, setting the foundations now, moving forward and being part of this information automation, communication, whatever other word I can think of, space, then bots is something that you should be looking at for a number of reasons. And one of those reasons, and I say this in a roundabout way on every workshop, is every application, every media, every platform that you go into must have its own strategy. Now, with messenger bots, you can have multiple strategies using the software of messenger bots, but everybody must have a strategy of why you're actually using this, whether it be a call to action, sending a lead magnet, giving information, sending them to a YouTube video, whatever that is, a bot will be able to do that for you. The other thing that I love about messenger bots, and the other reason that you potentially should use them as well, not potentially, that you should use them, is we need to own our data. So Facebook went down a couple of times over the last couple of weeks. If your Facebook account gets hacked, if you get banned from advertising, if it goes down, whatever, you don't own your data because the platforms own it. So with messenger bots, you're able to actually, through quick conversations on a messenger app, you're able to get that person's email address and build that data, well, that plugs into multiple email campaigns, campaigns. You're able to get their mobile phone. So you're able to use a messenger bot to communicate in 3 ways. So you can communicate through the bot, you could communicate through an email, and you can communicate with an SMS marketing. So now you own your data. So if for whatever reason Facebook shuts your account, it has a spizzy fit, Instagram does something, boots you off, whatever, you have your audience and your data captured, which is probably the most powerful thing that I would say 80% of businesses don't do. As a result of COVID, we saw restaurants implement the QR code. QR codes were around and have been around for many years, but nobody sort of like embraced it. But with COVID, everybody is now scanning to go into, Kmart, into Can Central, wherever, where we're familiarized with the fact that we have to open our phone up and scan something. You can, inside messenger bots, which I'll show you shortly, you can create a QR code. So now that's, normal. And thinking about what you would use that QR code for, and I'll share some examples with you. So again, I believe that, most businesses will be running towards this automation because they will see their competitions doing it. Yeah, they'll see somebody go, wow, that was really clever. How did they do that? And then they will go and either seek an agency, a bot agency, to create that for them, or they'll do the DIY and try and work out how to do that themselves. But we will see this movement of businesses going to automation. Any questions?
No.
Feel free to jump in if I. Linda knows I talk really fast and my brain can't catch up. And I have no idea why that slide's there. Okay, so I'm going to read the slide because obviously I can't remember all this. So 63% of consumers believe that businesses should have a bot. The bot will give you, or not you, will provide your client with instant gratification. One of the things about social and Facebook and Messenger is the fact that the consumer will send a message. They expect a response. Okay, if they send you a message at 2 o'clock in the morning, they're probably not expecting a response. And then if you are manually responding, they're going to be blown away because they're not expecting that response. So you over deliver what services you can give them. But a messenger bot will automate that, so you don't need to be awake at that time of the morning. People are familiar with messenger communication. We're using it all the time. We're using, Facebook audio, we're using Facebook FaceTime, Facebook Messenger, it's all the same thing. Messenger bots have taken the online world by storm, giving people more access to more people through a platform. So statistically speaking, I think I'm jumping ahead of myself, but anyway, I'll go there while my brain's there. So when you use a bot, your message is going to the person's phone, which we know that everybody has a phone in their hand, or it's not more than a couple of meters away from them. Bots have an open rate of 80% and above, whereas when we use email marketing, a good email marketing campaign should have an open rate between 10 and maybe 30%. So we can see the power of the bot. If your phone pings, more often than not, you're going to pick your phone up and have a look at that message, yeah? But you're not going to go and open your email account every 5 minutes to check what emails are there for you. So this is an advantage of having a bot. Messenger bots are artificial intelligence that carry on the conversation. You can humanize that conversation so it actually sounds real and personal. Sorry, we've got somebody wanting to come in. Hey, Chris, welcome. We've just started. So messenger bots are artificial intelligence that actually humanize your conversation and automate that. So that's really important. They can handle everything, as I said, from customer services to bookings to driving traffic to watch videos to sign up for webinars to QR codes for data capture. To the very first bot that I saw that was absolutely amazing was about 3 years ago when my daughter fell pregnant and she wanted to buy a pram. So she found the pram on a Facebook page, clicked on a link, and within less than 5 minutes, the bot had taken her through her wants and needs to the ideal pram and said, do you want to buy it now? Wow, 5 minutes from not sure what I want, this is what I need, and having the opportunity to buy it.
I've seen that. It's amazing, actually.
It is amazing.
It is seamless. It is intelligent.
It's great.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. Now there's a bit of work behind the scenes to create that bot, but once it's done, and I'll show you some examples that you can go and have a look at too today. The other thing that the bot does or you may have seen is you can have the bot integrated to your website now. So that live chat thing that used to be its own software component. People would pay hundreds of dollars to have it on your website. Now you can have that on your website free using a messenger bot. You can have a call to action where it says download my free ebook by putting your email address or your phone number in here. That can be a bot. And the bot can then take the email address and put it into your autoresponder for you. So there's some really great things. So the question that I always pose is why aren't more businesses using them? And I think, again, it's just, businesses are too busy. They're still trying to catch up with what they're meant to be doing on social media. A lot of businesses don't do live streaming, but it's been around for 5 years now, believe it or not. So I think they don't see the importance of automating the business side or the communication side. So for my son, right, he and I'm not plugging his business, I'm just telling you what I did for him. I turned his messenger bot on, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago when it started. I can't convince him to use it. I mean, he's the same child that wouldn't use Facebook ads until I did one for him and generated $3,500. And then he goes, oh yeah, that really worked. Okay. Now he does ads all the time, but I'm still at this point in his business where he keeps telling me it won't work. I keep telling him it will work. So what I did was turned his messenger bot on for him because most of them, not all of them, most of his inquiries come through his Facebook page, even though his Facebook page is not, it has no content on it. Anyway, but I turned it on. So every time somebody communicated with him, the bot grabbed that person's details. So the other day I said to him, I said, Brad, you have 800 people on your messenger bot. That's a huge marketing tool. So when you're feeling like you need to boost business or you want to send a message, you can communicate to 800 people just by typing one simple message into a messenger bot. Now, that's pretty huge, don't you think? Imagine having that database. Now, he's done nothing with the database. I just turned the bot on to collect the information. That's all I did. There's no message that says, hey, thanks for joining me. There's no nothing. The bot has just been collating this information for him. Now, with ManyChat, you get to 1,000 subscribers, then you have to start paying if you want to move on to the next level. But the point is, you can just turn the bot on and start collecting that information until you work out what the hell you're going to do with it, you know, until you work out what the strategy is, how you're going to implement it, whatever. So it's a great tool for that.
So he's virtually generated 800 new
leads,
clientele and leads.
Yeah. So his business, he has repeat business. People will call him, you know, every 6 months or 12 months, but he doesn't collect the data, which is the data is where the money is. And he doesn't utilize the data by, you know, sending out offers or, sending out, he could do a loyalty program. He could set up a loyalty program with the bot where it says, you know, every third or fourth service you got 10% off, or if you refer a friend you get 10% off. He's not doing all of that, right? Because he's busy enough. But the point is, there is money sitting in that 800 database. If he sent out a message and only 10% of those guys booked in a service, he'd generate $8,000 like that. You know what I mean? He may not have the manpower to deliver it, but the point is, those people are sitting there waiting to be heard from him. And you could do the same.
So Leanne, when you set it up for his business, was it just when people inquired on Facebook that then you had an automated response?
Yes. So
like,
no,
where you said, please leave your phone and email and we will get back to you, that kind of thing? Or
yes and no. So I didn't automate the response, right? I just connected ManyChat with Facebook. So what ManyChat did was go, oh, Leanne just made an inquiry, because he's got nothing automated on his Facebook page. He manually messages them all, right? But what ManyChat did was took that person's data and put it into ManyChat. So he has a list of 800 people that have communicated with him.
Oh, and that he's responded to or had contact with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? I can't believe we could do that.
Yeah, and the thing is, he hasn't automated. And my point of argument with him is, let's automate this, right? Let's make it automated. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But the point is, he has that data and he's not done anything with it, but it's still, you know, a great opportunity where I've gone, you've got 800 names here that you didn't have before, that you're not utilizing. So, I think that's enough about messenger bots there.
Okay. Can I just ask, Leanne, is ManyChat difficult to set up so that background work?
No, I'll take you through it in a minute. When we go live, probably after morning tea, what's the time now, 9:30, I'll go live and I'll show you all the different features, which is going to be completely overwhelming. Again, I don't apologize, but I'll show you all of it. And then I'll show you what ManyChat have done as far as ongoing tutorials and that. They really are ahead of their game. That's why I've used them and stayed with them. Yeah, but I'll show you all that.
Thank you.
Okay, so I don't think we need to know that. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that for a minute. So a recent update is that ManyChat introduced. So some of the updates. When ManyChat, and I'm going to talk about ManyChat because that's the only one that I use. There are others that I'll share with you. But when ManyChat first started their integration with Facebook Messenger, we were able to message anything about anything, and there was no rules around it. So we could say, hey, do you want to buy my sock, or do you want to buy my shoe? Do you want to come to my webinar? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Blah, 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 blah. And then Facebook got onto the fact that somebody else outside of our platform is actually making money, or our users are making money by using our platform integrated with ManyChat. We need to really cut that back. So Facebook really stuffed it up. So now there are so many rules around the conversations that you can have with ManyChat and Facebook. The main one to remember is that there are a couple of tags. So your conversations need to be categorized into 3 tags, and I'll show you what they are. Sometimes your conversation won't be able to fit into that category, so I would suggest that you completely rethink the conversation, because you'll get booted off by Facebook. The other thing is that if I interact with your bot now, you have only a 24-hour window to sell me something, which really is not what I would call great marketing because you've not built any trust or rapport or anything. But if you try and sell me anything outside of that 24-hour window, Facebook will cut you down at the knees again. They won't allow it. So they've put all these rules and regulations in. However, talking about a strategy, if you use a strategy based around education and entertaining, then you shouldn't have a problem because you'll be able to take them from the bot to maybe SMS marketing or maybe email marketing and then use that as an opportunity to sell to them. Or maybe you could drive them to a YouTube channel and then at the end of that YouTube, you could offer them, you know, something to buy. So there are ways and means around it, but you can't send a bot out saying, hey, I've got a 25% sale, buy it now. Facebook will cut you down at the knees. We'll cut you off at the knees with that. ManyChat, that's what I love about ManyChat too. So when this happened, ManyChat went, whoa, hang on, the brakes are on. How do we make this better? So that's where when they introduced the email plugin, so you're able to take the information and tap it into your existing
Linda,
email.
Sorry, can I interrupt? Linda, can you mute your mics? It's just a little bit distracting.
Mute my mic.
Yeah, just while you're doing the dishes.
Cheers. So ManyChat was onto it and they grabbed that information. They went, right, we need to take control of the data here. So they introduced the SMS service, which is paid, additional, but not a lot of money compared to other services, and your email marketing. You get 1,000 email subscriptions, I think, before you have to start paying. ManyChat is free, and I've diversified again, but while it's in my brain, I'll share it with you. So ManyChat is free, but there is a professional version that you can tap into. And then when Facebook opened up more IO or IP or AI or whatever, ManyChat then created the opportunity to use the messenger bot in Instagram. So now you can set up keywords in Instagram that will trigger your bot to activate. Now, I played with this yesterday, and sometimes the communication between ManyChat and Facebook is not, it's the best there is, but then Facebook has issues all the time. So sometimes those messages just get lost. And I had a bit of difficulty actually getting that to work, even though it was set up correctly on ManyChat's end. And you're welcome to play with it play with it to see if it works. But you can now. So if somebody was to type a comment into Instagram, whatever it is, you pick what that comment is. But if you wrote, I love this, or that's awesome, or great, or well done, or whatever the keyword is, you can set up your ManyChat to automate that conversation, which is very cool. I've already mentioned this. Bots actually have an open rate of 80% and higher because it's directed straight to your phone. So your phone will twing, and you'll get a response from the human being, from the client. Whereas email marketing has an open rate of 10 to 30%. So bots are really, really, really powerful in that respect. A messenger bot is a piece of software using artificial intelligence to communicate with your customers. Simply put, these bots understand what is being asked and can formulate a response in a human way. Now, the reason for this is you're doing it, right? So you're actually creating this. Businesses know that they have to go where their customers are, and that is straight to the iPhone or the smartphone. That's where your customers are. And like Steve Jobs said, you know, the iPhone will become your life in your palm of your hand or something to that effect, and that's exactly what it has become. There are different platforms, like I said, so we'll look at ManyChat today, but there are BotFuel, ChatFuel, Converse. There are so many other different bot applications and softwares, but for this workshop, we're looking at just ManyChat, because I know my way around ManyChat, and it grows with. It sees opportunities and it grows. Their client service center is brilliant. If you've got an issue, they will jump on and they'll have a look at it for you, which I think a lot of people don't. If there's an issue with your bot, they'll say what business page, what platform, blah, 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 and go test it out for you, all for free. And then if they're not online, you can lodge, you know, an issue and they'll come back to you. So that side of it's really good as well, and it works. So what we're going to cover today is having a look at some of the components. I don't want to overwhelm you by going in and creating these unless somebody says, hey, that's an idea and we can work with it, because it does so much. It really, 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 really is mind-blowing what you can do with the bot. And like I said, I've challenged anyone to say that a bot won't work for something or other, because I'm 100% sure I'll be able to get it to work, to have some sort of communication. But if we open up ManyChat and somebody says, what about this, what about that? Well, we will explore it, because this is about you guys, not about me. And then you're going to go away and start really exploring with your messenger bot, because you will blow your mind about how easy it is, to build that relationship, that trust, that respect with your potential clients, and turn them into clients, paying clients. So I'm going to go through 5 ways that you could potentially use a messenger bot, just to, you know, show you some ways, and then we'll have morning tea. I think, what's the time? Oh no, it's not quite morning tea time yet, but I will go through this and then we will go live to show you and navigate through messenger bot. There's nothing that you can't do and build in a bot. I said that already. Again, challenge me, please, because I don't think there is anything. Yeah, I've already said that 100 times. Challenge you. I think there's nothing. Please, please, yeah. Anyways, let's move on. My brain stopped thinking there for a minute. Okay, so number 1 is delivering personalized content experience. What does that look like for you? Can be anything. You know, what is content and what is the personalized experience? I mean, when I think of that, it could be, you could deliver a course in ManyChat. You could deliver a challenge in ManyChat. You could deliver video content, PDFs. You can add all these attachments and information inside. So really, if you think about your customer journey, what does that customer journey look like when they come to you in the very beginning? What is that experience that you want them to have? Ideally, at the end, we want them to buy our product or service, ideally, you know. But what is the journey, and how are we going to take them on that journey? So if anyone's familiar with email marketing campaigns, you can do that with ManyChat. You can bring them into your ManyChat communication channel, and then you can sequence, you know, you can have something that goes out once a week initially for 4 weeks, and then it could be once a month, then it could be once every 6 months, and then it could be, oi, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You could send them a virtual birthday card. All of that. I just hope that I blow your mind with the possibilities today. But you can do all of that with a customer experience. Does anybody want to jump in and go, wow, that's pretty cool? Or
I was going to say, you're blowing my mind. You are blowing my mind.
I haven't even started. That's so cool. That's my intention. That's my intention.
I love it. Yes, I am just like, it's blowing my mind to think about how I've been doing business and how something like this could totally transform the way I've been doing it. So, wow, wow.
You can work it together. It'll work together with whatever you're doing. Yeah. So yeah. So the content experience is one way. What that looks like for you. So you can treat your chatbot like a content marketing machine. You need to make sure that your website is mobile responsive as well, because if it's on there, if you're using it on your website, it needs to be able to be mobile friendly. You can inform your customers how and where to contact you, including browsing menus and so much more. Anyway, my head hurts thinking about what you could do. You can answer customer service questions. You could use your bot you could have a bot set up. You don't have to just use your bot for one of these. You can use your bot for all of them. That's what I love about ManyChat too, is that you just drive traffic through different funnels. But one component might be on your website where you answer customer service questions. And it could be, I mean, most of us would know what the frequently asked questions are from our customers. How much? How long? Will I get my money back? You know, blah, 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 blah. You will know what they are for your business or your client's business. So therefore you can create the customer service questions and answers for them. Very simple. You let the users know up front that you're using an automated system. I think that's important. What I do with my bot is I named my bot. So I'll go grab it in the morning tea break for you because I have a robot that sits over behind my desk. Anyways, I'll grab it. So when I first started and still do use my bot, every time they interact with me, one of the very first welcome messages I think that I have on one of them is, hey, hey Mary, thanks for connecting. Leanne is busy training amazing social media, clients. She asked me to answer your question. My name is #LeeBot, right? So even though it's me, I'm letting them know that they're talking to an artificial intelligence, because if I stuff up, not the bot's not going to make a mistake. I'm going to make a mistake with how I've set that bot up. But if I make a mistake, I blame the bot. Oh my God, that stupid bot, went crazy and did whatever. But I let them know that they're talking to a bot, even though the experience is humanized. They're not talking to me. Okay, so I remove that perception that they're actually talking to Leanne. They're talking to my artificial assistants, which I think is important. Again, if you're in a business where it's just you as your brand, then hey, why not have fun with it and name your bot? So that's something to think about. If you are using, maybe maybe if you're using the bot as a customer service tool and you have to get personal information to verify who they are, then maybe you should think about another way of using that bot. Maybe you need to direct them to a phone number where they get that sense of security and privacy. I mentioned the pram sale with my daughter. You can streamline your product and services. There are some amazing bots out there where you go, I've seen shoes, you've gone to a shoe store and it's gone, okay, you're looking for evening or day wear, and you go day wear, and then you go work or casual, you go casual. Are you looking for open toe or closed toe? Open toe. Are you looking for, something and something else? And then all of a sudden you just get the product there and you're like, wow. I went from 2 minutes ago having potentially no idea what I wanted to an opportunity to buy with a click and make a sale. So that is really important as well, that you're able to use the bot for that opportunity. Oops, somebody else wants to come in. Hang on. Okay, so the way we would do that is by asking you need to map out this journey. And again, if you do have a retail product or service, then you're going to spend some time going, what are the questions that I need to ask? What is that journey for that product and service? And there might be multiple, but I tell you again, if you do have a retail store or a service with multiple facets to it, then the time invested in doing that will be beneficial, because you could potentially be making sales overnight, just by mapping out that builder. And then obviously in the ManyChat you can have buy now, and that's linked to your PayPal account or whatever, Stripe, whatever you're using. Cool. Any questions there? No? Cool. And let's go to the next one. So some tips for creating and selling chatbot would be, make sure you can answer frequently asked questions. This will help drive your sales. Use the chatbot that allows you to accept payments, which ManyChat does. Again, if people are on their phone clicking through and then they buy now, they're going to give you credit card details right there and then, if there's a button that will allow you to do that. Ask them before they check out, is there anything else that they need? You could upsell there by saying, hey, have you thought about this? You've thought about that? No, yes, no. And then you're on that journey of making more sales. You can cultivate your connections with entertainment. So, it doesn't have to always be so serious. You can really have some fun with your chatbot. You can, and I've done this as well, you can create your own GIFs. If you're not creating GIFs, you should be. I say that because I've not really done that many. But anyways, you can create your own GIFs and add them to the chatbot. And I'll show you this will make sense after we have morning tea, but I'll show you what that looks like. But you can create that. You can have fun with them. You can, I've created a quiz, you know, you can create your own quiz, your own competition. I used it when we did this workshop face-to-face, where you go, wow, ready, set, go. And then you get everybody, you could be doing a live stream event, and you could say, I'm really digressing, but anyway, strap yourself in. I forgot to tell you all to strap yourself in. I get so excited about this stuff. So you could have a live stream with a keyword. You might say, hey guys, welcome today, blah, 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 blah. Drop in the keyword, comment below, and my messenger bot will, and we'll have a competition. So they type in comment, next minute their phone pings, and you go, ready, set, go, and then you start asking these questions, and they're all answering them on their mobile device. And then you give away a prize. You can just have so much fun with it. You know, the opportunities are endless. As I said, the limit will be to the limit that you put on your own imagination as far as what you can do with this messenger bot. If you plan to reach out to users in the future, always ask them to opt in. So again, with that 24-hour window that I mentioned to you about selling, if they opt in again, so if you get them through some sort of communication channel to opt in by simply saying, would you like to receive more information? And they say yes, then they're telling Facebook that they still want to engage with you. So then you have another window of 24 hours to sell them something. But it's a good idea to always get them to be opting in, and there's a couple of people that I follow, and they always say, look, you know, do you want to receive more information? And I go, man, I'm already on your list, you know that. But they're actually addressing the Facebook rules and regulations around this. So always be checking in with your audience. Don't take it for granted that they're just on your list, because if they report you, which people have known to do that, then you don't want to be flagged as and be kicked off the ManyChat platform. You can offer, but you can't. You can only offer special. So this one's not about offering products and services. This is specialized services, like really, you know, niche down services. Like I said, you could be offering a training sequence. You could be offering a challenge. I've not done that, but that's a brilliant idea. You could offer a challenge through a messenger bot. You can offer webinar series through messenger bots. Yeah, just about anything that's specialized. So a couple that you can have a look at now, if you were to open up your mobile device, and I'm just going to make sure that it's still there because I didn't check this. If we were to open up Messenger, where is it gone? It has changed. Where's my discover button? Oh, search, maybe in search. If we were to search for Domino's. Yeah, so in the search button at the top, it used to have for you and businesses, but now it's gone. So you can type in Domino's Pizza and you can see, you probably can't see it if I show it here. I can't see myself. Yeah, so you will be able to see the Domino's Pizza under the Discover. You will be able to search for the 1-800-Flowers and have a look at what happens when you get started. Normally you will type get started to integrate the bot with, integrate yourself with that messenger bot. So if you would type 1-800-Flowers into that search button, there's a lot of 1-800-Flowers, but just pick one of them, any single one of them, and you were to say get started, the very first message that I get is, hi Leanne, if you'd like to speak to a customer service representative, select one of the options below, order now or customer service. And then if I go, okay, I want to order now, what it'll do is say, what is the delivery address? So this is the bot starting to communicate with me about what I want to order, right? So again, screenshot this, do it now, have a little play through morning tea, but there's just some examples of how you can discover whether, some of the big people using the bot and how it actually looks for you or looks with you or looks a part of you, whatever. There's a heap of features. Like, again, I said I love ManyChat because it just continuously updates the delivery of their own products. So in 2019, they released videos, GIFs, images. We can attach a PDF now to a bot. We can send out a newsletter. We can do a broadcast. So like I said, with my son's business, there's 800 people on that list. He could broadcast something as long as he wasn't selling to them. That broadcast needs to be, in line with the rules and regulations. You could shoot them a copy of your latest Facebook post. Hey guys, did you see the latest Facebook post? Come and check it out. Link them back. Did you see my latest video on YouTube? Link them back. You got your website opt-ins now from your website. You can chat on your website, and that's just a few. And then they released all these things, and they've released so many more. So Active Campaign is an email marketing software. They've integrated with that. A flow is the flow that we, the flow. We've got PayPal, again, so much more. And that's just a few things that they released. I'm going to show this to you on the screen with the PowerPoint, then I'll show it to you live, only because once I open up ManyChat, you'll go, oh my God, I'm lost. There's so many different components in there, even though you won't get lost, but you get lost with all the different functionalities. Oh, I'm out of disk space. Good on it. Oh, that's because I'm recording it. Okay, so is that one recording? It still is. Okay. All right, sorry. I'll run out of space on my Mac for this recording. Just making sure it's still recording over there. Okay, so an overlay widget is something that comes into your website, and it's pretty self-explanatory here. We have the ability to have a bar at the top of our website, a slide in. When you jump on a website, it's like, woohoo, here I am, and we always cross that out there. We've got a whole page takeover where you can take over the whole page of your website, or you just have a little like call to action, like, subscribe here to get my details. So that's what the overlay widget looks like, and I'll show you again in ManyChat shortly, but I just want to show it to you here so you can see some of the functionalities. Hello? Oh, don't tell me it's jammed because we've run out of... Oh, here we go. We've got embeddable widgets. So these are little coding that you can put into your website or your landing page. So they're pretty self-explanatory as well. Then we have other growth tools. So ManyChat allows you to create your own landing page. It's not beautiful, but it's still a landing page. We have the ability, I've lost my mouse, there we are, landing page. We have the ability to turn our messages and have their own unique URL. So the way that I've used this one is I have my Messenger URL and I've put it into my LinkedIn account. So if somebody clicks on the link in my LinkedIn bio, it will open up automatically this automated message response. I know you can do that in LinkedIn itself through their Messenger tool, but this is like another level. This is like having a URL, speak Leanne, a URL link, which is really cool. Some of the pro features, they've removed this. The Facebook Messenger code used to be a professional version. I think they've taken that off. To do ads, to incorporate your Facebook ad with your Messenger bot and then have an automated conversation is a professional feature. The Facebook comments is not, the customer chat's not, and the checkbox isn't. No, sorry, it still is, sorry. The difference between the free version and the pro version is only these couple of features here, and the professional version is $10 US a month. So it's not a lot of money to build and own your data of people. Any questions so far?
No, I'm just listening and processing and imagining.
Awesome. That's great. All right. Well, how are we going for, does anyone want to have a break, cup of tea? Because I want to go live and show you exactly how to do all this. Well, I want to show you how to navigate around here, and then possibly get you to map something out yourselves, depending on how we're feeling. Okay, that was sort of like a question. I'll make the decision for us all. Let's go and have 15-minute morning tea break. Let's be back here at 10:05. Oh, look, my chat's there now. I can send that workbook and upload it here for Kim and Christopher. So let's have a morning tea chat, chatbots. My goodness. Let's have a morning tea break. Let's be back here at 10:15 and then we'll go live and I'll show you how it all works inside ManyChat. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Wonderful. All right, I'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm back. Let me know if you're back.
I'm here. I never left. I'm just hanging out.
Oh, okay. So that's you, Irene.
Yes.
Oh, cool. I was checking out your website before too. It looks amazing.
True.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
And I checked out your Facebook page. I stalked you as well.
Oh,
you,
what did you think? What did you think?
I thought kudos for doing live video. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Not easy. It's not easy. But you got to give it a go, and you've got to like put yourself out there and just give it, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I did the 30-day Instagram challenge
Yeah, right.
of lives. And yeah, that was so challenging. I was moving. I didn't have good internet connection. I had no storage on my phone. It was like all those little things that seem to, and then you can't video on Instagram unless you do all this fancy stuff, on your computer. So yeah, it just introduced me to the world of social media, and I was like, I'm a baby,
Well, you're in front of your competition because there's not many people in business doing live streaming. So just consistently keep showing up and you'll reap the rewards. However, I did have to ask you a question. So when I went to, it's totally off topic, but when I went to your Facebook page from your website, how did I get there? I don't even know how I got there. Anyway, so your Facebook page doesn't allow people to like you. You've got to follow.
True. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my with that Life Codes coaching page. It's been a conundrum. I can't seem to access it very well. It won't let me change things. It's like it's been helicoptered by something else.
Yeah, because I was like, that's weird. I've never seen that.
I know. So it's been doing a lot of weird things, and I've been thinking maybe I have to shut that one down and open another one because I can't seem to get control of it.
Oh, if that's the case, I would. Yeah. Before you grow your audience anymore, I would first off, the first thing I would do is go and have a look behind your in your admin section and see if you can change the actual change the category of your business, because sometimes different categories have limitations. So maybe change your category and then come back and see if it's, you should have a like button. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first thing I saw.
And I wanted a testimony page on Facebook because I have so many clients who want to give good testimony, but I haven't an avenue for them.
So that might be that might be the category. So change your category to business or something like that, and you should see the reviews, the opportunity for your reviews and all sorts of things. So
yep, that's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure. All right, so we're back, and I'm going to go live on ManyChat, which is pretty exciting. If I had, why can't I see it? Oh, come on, it's sitting there. Why is it not allowing me to show it to you? I love technology. I love it. I love it. It's got that there. It's got that. Oh, Dora the Explorer today, I tell you. Okay, so should be able to, I'm just checking the other one that you can see it. Great. Okay, so this is what ManyChat looks like. ManyChat, as I said, is free, and I would strongly suggest, push you all to go and create an account, even if you don't do anything until after Christmas. And the steps from creating an account, you will create it with your own personal Facebook profile, and then you will attach or link your page. If I quickly show you the drop down, you can see that I've got multiple companies that I've connected, and they're mainly free accounts. So you can have multiple, if you've got multiple businesses, you can have multiple ManyChat accounts. So strap yourself in. let's navigate the world of ManyChat. So ManyChat will give you insights. You'll see that we have, it wants me to give it some money because it does charge for SMS, MMS, and emails. I haven't done that yet. You can see the channels. I've connected my Instagram business page and my Facebook page. I only did my Instagram just recently when that was introduced, and I've not been active on either because I particularly don't like them much anymore, but that's my personal opinion. You must have Facebook and Instagram to achieve in this world. I do have 24 email contacts. Somehow have come through from here to here, which is obviously something I was testing. So they're my channels. My active contacts, I've got 300, but it stayed like that. This year has been very challenging for me personally, so I've not done anything really in my business other than turn up for your workshops, which I think I missed one. So you can see that my growth there hasn't happened, or hasn't been very, it hasn't gone up, but anyways, it is what it is. What ManyChat will do is give you the demographics, which we all love statistics and the demographics. It tells me that, you know, females are 67% of my audience, males are there, other. It tells me English, the language. It tells me the revenue that I've earned. And again, I said I haven't been active, so there's no money's there. No money's there, no conversions because I haven't done anything for quite some time, but it does give you insights, which I love. So that will be found from your home tab. I'm hoping that when I push this next one, I'm not going to give you anybody's names. Yep, it will. So I'm just going to turn that off and go to the next one because of privacy. But when you hit the contacts page, it will give you a list of who's connected with your ManyChat. Growth tool, I'm going to come back to that because that's what I showed you in a minute. So I'll come back to that one. Automation is what we call our flows. So I know this looks very messy, but I've got lots of different templates and stuff. Like I said, yours won't look like this, but in automation is where you will set your welcome message up. Or your default reply, or if you've got a shop, also your keywords and many other things. We'll come back and break that down in a minute. Live chat is live chat. This is where you can live chat with your potential clients or people through ManyChat. You don't have to use Messenger. You can use the live chat button. The broadcasting button, that's where I was saying to you before that you can broadcast a message out to your list. Again, keeping mindful of the rules around broadcasting. And then we have ads, which just looks like pretty much the same as your Facebook ad platform. You can create ads in here. And then what I love too, which is I don't use, but you may choose to use, ManyChat will give you templates already pre-created, create's not a word, pre-designed, created templates that you can just open up in ManyChat and they're there. So if we have a look at the different categories, we've got local business here, collect customer feedback, you can just install that. Collect emails and phone numbers, install it. Reservations, install it. Schedule appointments, provide Wi-Fi password. So that's really cool because Facebook have now, one of the features they introduced this year sometimes is the fact that you can have your Facebook page hotspot Wi-Fi pop up. So for example, say I walked into a coffee shop and you normally have Wi-Fi, but it might say use my Facebook Wi-Fi. So you could use this for that and get them to like your page, or you can just give them your password, whatever. And then we got health and beauty, and then we can go down and search more templates depending on your industry.
In doing that, Leanne, like giving them the Wi-Fi password, would they then have to give you their details, like their email address and things like that?
If you wanted,
so that you can generate leads?
Yes. So initially, so what happens initially, once they communicate with you, they're on Messenger. So you know their name and you can communicate to them or with them, with Messenger, straight into the Messenger app. You can ask, this is what I love about ManyChat, you might say, hey, if you're interested in our newsletter, please give me your email address. And they'll have to, so it will pre-populate the email address for them from their Facebook account. And they'll say, is this your correct email address? And they go, yes, bang, that's straight into your email database. And then you might say, hey, while I've got you, we do specials every Thursday. Would you like me to SMS those specials to you? And they go, yes. And then it says, is this your Facebook or is this your mobile number? They go, yes. Now they're in 3 databases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you have to ask. You have to ask for the other 2. It's not automatic. Yeah. You have to ask the question for it to go in there. Yeah.
Yep.
So you can see here in the template section, it has a number of templates. So for those of you that may be feeling quite overwhelmed after we start creating some stuff, you go, wow, I just can't do it. By clicking the install template, it's just going to be in there for you. All you need to do is customize it with your own details. Yeah. So really cool. I mean, you know, loyalty codes with QR code. So yeah, I could talk for days about this. Anyways. Then we have your profile, and then obviously there's a help section. If we go back to home, just for future reference, on the goals and strategies tab at the home section here, there is campaigns preset for you. So, for example, this automated keyword one, I did this last night just to see if it was user friendly. It took me a minute to create a keyword on my Instagram page, my Instagram profile, and set it up. But what I might do is we might play with these 2 today just so you can see how easy it is and it's more visual rather than me trying to create one. But I'll create one anyway with you after. Free course, video course. So if you forget or you think you need to delve in deeper or you want more information, you just click on this free video course with ManyChat and it'll take you through more options of how to do this, how to do that, blah, 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 blah. So this is absolutely amazing. And then got success stories, how to sell on Instagram, how to build a bot with no code. And there is no code with this. There is no code. It's simply drag and drop. So there is a number of different, how to collect emails and increase engagement. So these are all templates, case studies that you can have a look at there. And then some helpful information, webinars, etc. So and then live support down on the right hand side. If you click on that, you can ask them for some live support on any of these things here, or you might just say, hey, something's not working, type it into there. So they're really good in that respects.
And where do you find the agency partner course? Is that on there?
No, that was a separate link. I think I had to go through, hang on, let me find it for you. It was a separate link. See if I can find it. Yeah, so it's under Agency Partner Program ManyChat.
Okay.
So if you Google that, you'll come up with
another site.
Another site.
Yeah. Okay.
So hang on, I can share my. Let me just take one off. Let me just stop sharing this one for a minute and share this one, so you can see it, what it looks like. So that one there. So it's an agency partner. So you can get paid. That's the other good thing. So if you're actually a social media manager, you can join their affiliate program and you can get paid. I think it's like $2 a month for every client that uses ManyChat. Get 100 clients and you got $200 coming in a month for nothing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So agency partners, there's 2 different courses that you can do from memory, unless they have changed it in the last couple of. No, I didn't want to go there. Anyway, there's 2. There's the agency and there's something else. Anyways, that's where you get it.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Right. Okay, so we're back. So that's where you can get more information, more learning. It is a bit of a steep learning curve, but again, like anything you do with your business, it's a matter of just starting, implementing one strategy watching that work and then starting to be creative and do more and more and more.
Hey,
So,
Leanne.
yes, hi.
Hi, morning. Sorry, I was a bit late starting this morning.
All good.
It's a bit off topic, but it's about Instagram. You work from a Mac, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you upload to Instagram from your Mac or just phone?
Well, you can't upload unless you hack it. Sorry, I'm scratching my back as I was talking. I'm really itchy. So you can't. I don't think you can upload directly to Instagram from.
No, this
You
is
can't because it's
where
an app.
I'm having major issues because all my work is on my Mac.
Yeah, so Instagram is a mobile platform. 90% of it. I have heard that they're bringing in a desktop feature, but I don't know when that is. So most people use a third party to upload and schedule, like Later, Later, or there's a couple of other ones as well, where you can upload to that platform from your desktop and then it'll sync it over to Instagram. But if you're on a Mac, there is a hack that you can do. So the hack is, can I come back to that actually? Because it's completely off topic and it'll probably take me about 15 minutes to show you how to do it. I'll tell you.
I would love you to, if you've got the time at some point, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
But
I'll tell you how to do it. But again, this one's about messenger bots, not Instagram, but I'll tell you how to do it. So you open up Safari and then from Safari you go to, I think it's devices, and you select your iOS device and it turns your Mac into an iPhone.
Oh.
So
okay.
yeah.
Maybe yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. So
Thanks.
bots. Welcome. Messenger bots. So let's start with there's so much to do here. I don't even know where to start myself. Let's start with the conversation starters, right? Which is on your home page. So if we go here, it says we're going to help customers start a conversation with your business, whether it's in real life or on Instagram. Sometimes starting a conversation can need a little bit of help. So how does this work? When a new follower opens a chat with your Instagram account, they will see buttons with most commonly asked questions, right? If they click on one of these buttons, ManyChat will respond with a predefined message. So I've not set this up for my Instagram account, so we'll use Instagram because I have so many already preset on my Facebook page. Okay, so we'll just use Instagram. Same deal, same platform, just different outcome as far as Instagram or Facebook. So that's my Instagram account at Leanne Peard. It says here, this is how simple it is. Edit. Click here to navigate the conversation starter. So I'm going to click on it, right? It says add a question, and I have not pre-thought this through. Okay, so bear with me while my brain kicks into a different cog. So it might be, what I ask? See, to me, this is my problem. So my brain would go, make it something funny, not to do with business, but I'm trying to keep it above board here. So I might say, are you interested in becoming a social media manager? No, yes, Leanne, stay focused. Becoming a social media manager, question mark. That's my question, okay? Then it says create a reply, okay? So create a new message or select the existing. So I'm going to say select the done. Go away. Oh, down here. Next. Create a new message. And it brings it into, so the one good thing about ManyChat is when you start creating your messages, it puts it into these flows. So it's really easy to see. It's similar to a mind map. So it's easy to see how the conversation is going to flow because you have a visual component of it, right? So this was the starting state, and you can also drag these around. So because I'm doing it with them, I have to do it their way. So my response would be send message, enter a message you want to send. We offer a funded certificate 3 in business. I am not allowed to do this because I'm not allowed to actually talk about it. But anyways, focusing on social media. Then we go next. Oh, come on. And then we go publish. Publish error. Lovely. The thing about this too is it'll tell you when you make a mistake. So next we need to publish a member. Blah, blah, blah. I did that. What have I made a mistake with? Good job, Leanne. Publish. Complete. Okay. So Instagram settings, conversation starters. Are you interested in the course? We offer the course. Okay. So we go to conversation starters. Are you interested in being a manager? That is now on my Instagram. It's enabled. We have to click that button, which is sometimes a bit hard. And I've created it. So if, why don't you try it? Why don't you try it? If anyone's got an Instagram account, go to my Instagram profile and send me a message and see what happens. Now we can add more questions because it's already started. It's simply by clicking here to add another question. And then I'm going to show you what's happening over here. And I'll show you how to actually do it from the beginning. Is anybody going to try it or am I just waiting? If we're not going to try it, I'll move on.
I'm trying it now, Leanne.
Oh, thanks.
But you can keep talking if you like.
Okay, so that's using ManyChat, right? That's using their goals. I've done this one, I've completed this one, and then we got our default reply. So let's do that one. Set up an instant reply to all incoming messages. Let's start. So do I want the default reply to Instagram? Yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to go there. I just got a message through ManyChat. Who was that? Was that you, Linda?
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, I'll just open it up on my phone.
That was me. That was
Okay.
me. I didn't know what to... So I said, hello,
What?
Leanne.
Did you get the default reply?
No. So I
See,
sent another one just in case and it didn't come through.
see, that's what I don't like about this. This is the biggest thing about ManyChat and Facebook, using that connection. We've set it up correctly. We've got no errors. But when you go over to do it, sometimes it takes a while for it to actually connect. So maybe we were a little bit ambitious. And I've had this multiple times on multiple things, but it still does work. Sometimes it just gets a little bit like choked up. So anyway, we'll keep going because, oh, here we go. I've got another one. Oh, you actually sent me the message. Didn't actually give you the
So I just thought maybe if I get out of Instagram and go back in, maybe because I've had my Instagram open or something.
No, it's the connection. Sometimes it just doesn't happen instantly. Anyways.
So I just sent you a message, Leanne.
Yeah, I got that too. But what happened was it didn't actually tell you. It didn't give you the predetermined one. Yeah. But anyways, we'll keep going and then we'll go back and play with it. So just be mindful as you move through this that sometimes you will create something. It will be perfect in the back end here. And for some reason, it's just not connecting. And that can be for a number of reasons. But 9 times out of 10, it will work. 9 times out of 10. Okay, so where are we up to? An Instagram default reply. So I want to edit the flow. It's telling me what I need to do. This is the default reply. So it says here the default reply is Instagram page name, which is your page name, typically replies in 1 day. So we can edit this response. I'll say I might just change that because I always think it needs to be really, really personable or humanized. So I might say see, I wouldn't even use Instagram page name as my start. But anyway, no, I'm going to delete that because I don't like it. Okay, so what this is going to do, I've said I didn't like it, so I didn't like the default reply, so I changed it. Now the other thing that you can do, I'm going to come back and edit this because I'm in this zone of them creating it with us. It's not letting me do all these other features. So I'll just publish that. There's my default reply. It says it's disabled, so I need to turn it on, which sometimes takes a little bit. Yes, I got you. I got you. Every time. That's right. So I don't want people to, I don't want my default reply to go to story. So I want to skip that. I don't want that. I want to activate it. All right. I might just try that myself. No, I could do it later. Anyways, otherwise we're just wasting time. Okay. So yes, I got it. I understand. I understand. Okay. So now I have created, oh yes, okay, that's all right. Got it, got it. Okay, so that's created. So let's go back and edit it. So settings, Instagram, default reply, that's where we were. I just want to show you how we can go in and make this even more personalized. So once we click on, I'm going to go back for you, or once we click on the settings, the channel, Instagram, default reply, just click. It will always open up into this flow, this type of thing, right? So we can see that it hasn't been sent, no emails were collected and no phone numbers, right? It's my instant reply. If I click on there, I can see it's on. You can't break anything. Oh, I got another message from ManyChat. Love the bots.
What?
Did it give you what do you
Yes,
do?
it did. Yes.
Oh,
it
so
gave me-
so the default reply worked. Thank goodness for that. But something happened with my first one. But we'll work on it. That's awesome.
yeah,
Great stuff.
great.
Okay. So the default reply is turned on. Obviously, we can see it here. This box here, as you can see, if I hover, it goes blue. So if I click on that, it tells me the stats. If I click on the actual edit button up here, Door of the Explorer, you can click on here and I can customize this now. So see these little things here, see this brackets? I can say thanks, first name. So that will customize my message now. Thanks, Leanne, for your message. I will respond soon. If you need to contact me, please feel free to call. Now I can add a button. My button might be, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Used to be a phone. I can't. Can't do that on Instagram. Interesting. All right, so I'm going to change my message. Please feel free to email me. I'm going to add an emoji. Click there. Add something. Button. Email Leanne. Email. Send message. Done. Okay, so when they click on that, it should activate an email message. That's exactly what it looks like. I can drag this around. I can make this go smaller just by scrolling in because you know what? We've got a big message here. There's my email message already populated. The structure around it, I haven't set up, so I've got that. Now, guess what? If I wanted to add something else, I can click here and I can go next step. And that might be What might that be? I'm just trying to think on ad hoc here. What might that be? I don't know. Anyways, we'll come back to that. That could be anything that we wanted to do because we're not pre-thought this through. That's why I'm on the spot a bit because I'm not thinking what else we would do. Anyways, so we can make this really funky. We can add an image. We can click on that. Oh, come on. No, I don't want to go there. I could add an image in there if I wanted to, which could be uploaded from wherever we wanted to. I can add, because we're working in Instagram, I don't know why it's not letting me do GIFs. I could add the text in, more text if I wanted to in that. I can add a smart delay. I can wait 3 seconds so it actually looks like there's a delay. Somebody's typing before the next message comes up. I can do that. Yeah, I'll delete that. I can add a gallery. So this is where you could use a gallery of images if you were wanting to sell something, you know, like pick this one, pick that one, pick that one. Close out. I finished. I don't want you there. Card is similar. We can add one thing in here. I actually want that gone. Why won't it let me? Okay, it's jammed. Then we can preview. Oh, that's why, because I wanted to delete you. I don't want you in there. Let's get rid of it. Thank you. Go. Go. By crossing the red cross should get rid of it, but for some reason, it's not letting me delete it. Oh, rightio. Can't delete it. Anyways, I did put that in there. Delete it. Go. Be gone. Be gone with you. There you go. It's gone. Okay, so now, all right, I'm going to, because I haven't set up the email subject, social media course. Good thing about it, it'll tell you every mistake that you haven't done. All right, I'm going to delete that. I don't want that there. And I'll have to change all this. I'm just going to delete that as well, just for kicks and giggles. Now it'll preview. Okay. So each time that you don't fill in the information or make a mistake, ManyChat will actually tell you what mistakes you've made to make sure that the flow works correctly. Because I was showing you all these other things, it didn't actually populate properly, and I'm not going to publish it either because I don't want any of this on here until I delete it. And for whatever reason, it's decided to jam up again. Let me go back. Instagram, default reply. And because I didn't save it, those other features that I just added in there, except for the first name, are gone. So I'm just going to edit this because the button's gone as well. I need to change that. Just take that out. And then I'll publish it. All right. Any questions on how that works for the minute? I know it could be pretty much like.
It's quite amazing. I love how they display the flow.
Yes.
Like you probably kind of learn with this program or app while you're using it, as in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You will learn because see, every time we click on this, like I'm in a different flow, but I'll go and show you some of the other ones that I've created. You can add actions and start a flow. So if we had a message, so say this was a default reply message, we could potentially add them into a flow, which could be, and I I don't intend to confuse you, but a flow could be, where's one that I've got here? So it could be 52 weeks of social media content. And then this every week could send them something. Do you know what I mean? Every week you can organize some piece of content to go out that you don't need to worry about creating stuff for that person because they're having touch points every time with your flow.
That's pretty amazing. So it would set up your whole flow for the 52 weeks.
Yeah. So
you could actually also follow the lead in and the. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, exactly right. and the thing is, which I haven't done, but you could actually, you could educate them once a month, once a fortnight. And as long as you don't need to create the whole sequence of events in one go, you can actually say set up a month, and every month you add another month's content, because the person that subscribes is always going to start at the beginning, right? So you're going to be a month in front of them. You know what I mean? So you don't need to sit down and plan out a whole year's worth of content and go, my God, it's going to take me 6 months to do this. You just have to do 1 month or 1 week. As long as you're always in front of that subscription, that person, you'll be fine. Okay.
Amazing.
So it is amazing. I'm going to take you through growth tools, because I, as you can see, I use this one a lot. I have got lots and lots and lots and lots of growth tools that I've been using. So I'm going to take you through this. You can filter the growth tools. So again, you know, sometimes I was making so many different things I couldn't find them. So you could go, just show me my QR code, and it shows you all the QR codes that you've created. Or you might say, just show me I don't know, whatever, comments, and then it'll just bring through the comments one. So you can really filter these out. I used a QR code when my dog went missing, so that's why that one's called Thor. So I'll show you that one too. So what we need to do is go, okay, I want to create a new QR code or a new tool. So we go new growth tool up here. These are the screenshots I showed you earlier. What do I want to do? Do I want it to come through my website? Do I want it to be embeddable links? Or do we want other widgets? So let's just create, for example, let's create a QR code, because we've been talking about that. We click on that. Always, if you can, change the name of the flow or the tool so that you can find it easy. So I'm just going to go testing messenger. No, I'll just do testing bot workshop so I can come back and cancel it. So I can find it. So we want all triggers. There's the QR code. That's the starting step. So when someone scans this, something will happen. An example of what you could use the QR code would be, and I've shared this with other clients and students, is the fact that if you had a market stall, you could have this QR code on your market stall that says, scan now to go into the competition. So let's use that thought process. So we'll go, welcome, Leanne. Thank you for entering the competition. Good. We will draw this later. No, draw, is that the right word? We will draw the winner later today. I suggest that you always keep this section. PS, if you ever want to unsubscribe, just type the word stop, because that's one of the rules with Facebook and Messenger, is they always have the opportunity to get out of the flow. So I would always leave that there. And then you might like to type in good luck, and we might do a emoji of a clover leaf, 4-leaf clover. Okay, so there's my little personal message. Remember, I said the content type, we have to choose the content type. So I'm going to choose No, see, it'll tell you what they are. Facebook comments. Okay, because I've not communicated, I've got this great big warning saying to send this message outside, I need to use the messenger tags. So I need to make sure that I don't send this message to anybody. So nobody use this because I'll be in trouble. Okay, so there's my message, right? Now, I could add, where's my GIFs? The GIFs are gone. I can add a video, I could add audio, I could add, I wanted to add a GIF. Okay, so if I jumped over here and I went to giphy.com, I just want it to look a bit funky for you so that you get the idea of what potentially is possible with this amazing stuff. I'm just going to grab a GIF. Just give me 5 seconds. Or more. Computer's going slow. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Where's one that it looks pretty good? Wait a minute. Yeah, that'll do. All right, so I'm just going to grab the URL off giphy.com. That's the only place I've just been hanging out. It should be still there. I'm going to add the GIF link in here. Enter, and that should bring in a man jumping around or doing something funny. I hope. I hope. Don't make a liar of me. Come on, go. 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 You good thing. And it's not doing it. Why is it not doing it? Did I bring the wrong link in? Share. Copy GIF link. Copied. Link copied. For whatever reason, that link's not working. All right, I'll come back to it. We got the idea. So I've added a GIF in there. I can pick this up and I can drag it so the picture comes up the front before my message. And then what are we doing here? We could add another step. We could add another messenger message to them if we wanted to or not, but I'm not going to do that just yet. So we'll go, okay, let's preview this. Click send to messenger to preview. It will actually send it to my phone so I can see exactly what it looks like. It should come up on my phone in a minute. I'm going to try and see if you can all play with this. Testing, preview, come on. Okay, so it's come through my phone. I can see it. I'm going to open it. Oh, the GIF worked. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you on my messenger. Just going to turn that one off for a minute, and I'm going to show you this one. Messenger. So you should be able to see Messenger now come up and see the guy with his hand in the air. That's the GIF link. So I couldn't see it in Messenger bot, but the actual message is there. Welcome, Leanne. Thank you for entering the competition. We will draw the winner later today. Okay, so it actually comes through and previews that for you. So I'll just get out of that and go back and we'll make this all work very nicely. There.
So Leanne, if I was to message you now, that bot would come back straight back to me.
No, not yet. There's one more step that we have to do. I'm just going to show you the other step and then you can test it out. I'm not sure which one I was doing. Edit comment, that one there, I think. So that should come back. Okay, so we've created the message. I've tested that the message works, right? But this message is starting out, the starting step is from a QR code, right? So you have to scan the QR code in order for this message to work, right? So I'm going to go into the QR code. I'm going to go into the QR code, Leanne. There's my QR code. It's disabled. I'm going to turn it on. Hello. Wakey, wakey. There's the QR code there. So you can download this code and then put it onto anything that you wanted this to work, right? So I'm just going to enable it. Oh, come on. This is my bad. I always forget to hit the edit button. So if it doesn't work, you've got to click the edit button. So I've turned that on. And I'm going to open it up again. So if you actually grab your phone on camera and actually scan that QR code, that message should come now to your phone. So you're all welcome to have a go. Let's see if it works. Suspense is killing me.
My phone's full.
I'll try then. Because I'm on my phone.
Sorry?
It's a bit tricky. I'm on my phone. I'm using my phone. So I took a photo. How do I do?
No, you don't take a photo of it. You should just hold your phone up to the code, like if you were checking into Can Central, and it should activate it.
Except for if you're on your phone.
Oh, you're on your phone. Yeah,
Yes,
that's not going to work. No.
No.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay. Anybody else would like to try it? That's not on their phone?
So I'm not on my phone, but if I hold it up, it doesn't do anything. Do I need a QR code thing?
What type of phone do you have, Linda?
iPhone.
iPhone. Yeah, should work. iPhone, the QR code should automatically be on your iPhone. Let me try it with my iPhone. So if you just hold it, it should open up website QR code, open up at the top. So you don't take a photo of it, you just hold your camera over it until we get those yellow squares. No, it works anyway, I just tried it. I'll try it on the laptop. It might be too small. Well, it shouldn't make any difference. No, it still works on the laptop.
So how to do it on the laptop?
So I'm looking at the screen that you're looking at. So I just grabbed my phone and I just opened up the camera and then I just held it over the QR code until I got the yellow, you know, the outline, and it says website open up at the top. Click on that and then it opened it up Messenger. Oh, somebody worked because my phone just, oh, that was me telling me that I sent myself a message. That's nice. So what you would do is download this code from the download button down below the QR code, and then it will open it up. You would open it up into Canva, and then you would say, hey, enter the competition to win a basket full of whatever, or you know, scan this code to get my newsletter, or scan this code to get my free Wi-Fi password, or scan this code for whatever you want to use it for, and have a message and a GIF like we've set up here, and Bob's your uncle. You've just created your first ManyChat sequence.
Amazing.
And you put that on your website or at the front of your market stall or on
your front door.
Facebook.
Yeah, on your well, you probably not your Facebook.
On your car.
You could put it on your car if you wanted to. Yeah, yeah. It's endless what you can do with it. Now, you can add your own logo into here, so you can customize this QR code by uploading your logo here. You can change the background color. You might say, I don't like black, I like purple. Well, that looks a bit funky. You might make the foreground color white, so now you've got a different logo. Right, so you can add your background, you can remove the background behind the logo, you can really customize what this QR code looks like. Download it, save it, and you've got one sequence already set up. Change this, don't forget to change the name, testing bot QR code, because it makes it easier when you go back to your flows over here to find what you're looking for. You know, you need to be able to find them. Any questions on that growth tool? And there it is there, testing bot code. I go back to growth tools. I go back to QR code, say something's happening. Maybe I want to add, I don't know, maybe I want to add, don't forget to put your content type in there because you'll get in trouble by Facebook. You might like to go, well, you know what? Oh, where's my builder? There it is. You might like to add something else into it. Maybe after that message, you might like to have a message that says, winner, winner, chicken dinner or something. I don't know. You might like to add something else into the actual flow, which it's gone. Where's my flow gone? Here it is. So you might like to have the next step. You've drawn the winner. You might like everybody to be the winner. So the next step might be another message that says chicken, everybody, edit Leanne, forget to edit. I always forget to edit. You might go message, content type, winner, winner, chicken dinner, and do a whatever you want to do. Do another GIF in there with a chicken dancing and go, ring this phone number to actually, there's my phone. There you go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Text the number below to claim your prize. And then you might go, text me, open up the phone number, specific phone number, company code, area code 0427695947, done. So now we have the QR code as the starting point. That's our enter. And then the next one, it says text me to win. So when you actually preview that or you see that, when they hit that button, that text me button, it will actually open up and text you their phone number. Hello, now you've got their phone number. It's not actually joined into ManyChat, but you have their phone number. The crowd goes wild. Oh, hang on. I just sent it to myself again.
So would ManyChats still log the were you just saying that ManyChats wouldn't log the phone number because it wasn't a specific code to retrieve their phone number, even though you're getting their phone number for a text?
That's right. Because I've used Messenger So I've gone from here, Messenger, to text. So when they click that text button or that call button, it will open up their phone, right? So ManyChat won't know that they've texted you. The way that you would do that is we would have to start up a sequence and integrate SMS, which I'm happy to walk through that with you guys. But are we okay here for what this one looks like?
Yep.
All right.
Leanne, I was just going to ask, once you've received that phone number,
yes.
so you can then use their phone number to send promotions or special events that are on.
From your phone, but it's not linked. This way is not linked to, oh, Irene dropped out. It's not linked to ManyChat, okay? We have to actually tell ManyChat to collect their phone number to do that. This is just a way to say, hey, just send me a text. You know what I mean? Or just call me. You could change that to call me.
And you collect their phone number back in that first section where you said collect phone numbers and emails.
Yes, no. So I probably confused you. This here, text me, is not going to gather their information. They're just going to text you. ManyChat's not going to gather it. I should have probably used something else there, like go to website. That probably wasn't a good example. I'll just get rid of that. And then I might say open the website up. Okay. Oh, I can't even spell. So that's probably a better example. And then I would have to create an action. But yeah, let's have a look then at a couple of other opportunities before we go into building one. So if I go to a new growth tool again, this is your Messenger URL link. So when you create a flow, you can create any flow. You can send that link to anybody on anything, on any site, behind any picture, behind, whatever you can think of, and it would instigate an opt-in message. Okay, again, you would customize this by clicking on where we were before and customizing whatever that message is. So that's how we would do the message URL. Again, not forgetting to change these here so you know what they are, labeling them, and then coming back to flows. I'm just going to delete that because I've got too much stuff going on. New growth tool again. Facebook, so Instagram comments is the one that didn't work for me last night. I set this up and tested it and it didn't work for whatever reason. So part of the, let me go back a step. Let me explain how I use the comments first on my Facebook Lives. That might help you understand. So part of my strategy when I was live streaming every day, every second day, was I would have a trigger keyword set up in Messenger bot to activate something. So for example, when I went live, I might have gone, hey, if you want more information about how to go live on Facebook, just type the word live in the comments section below and my hashtag LeeBot will send you the information. So I would set up a flow previously to going live with the keyword live that would give those people something. Now, by default, two things would happen here. Facebook loves engagement. So I was getting engagement on my Facebook Live because people wanted that information, whatever I was giving them. And then my Messenger bot, ManyChat, was collating the information, building the database, building those leads for me, right? So when we look at Instagram comments or Facebook comments, it's the same thing. We're using a trigger word in the comments section to actually tell the bot, hey, somebody wants XYZ and they want more information or whatever, and you would set up the trigger flow. Okay, so if we were to test out the one that I did last night, which may or may not work, let me just find it first. I can't remember the word I used. Okay, so if you want to just test on my Instagram page again, if you would use the word love this or workbook, they were the two trigger words that I said set up last night on any post. It didn't work last night, but it should send you to this default message on Instagram. Who's jumping in and out? Okay, no. Now, the way that you would, so remember when I first started, I said everything you do on social has to have a strategy. So your strategy has to be mapped out in your head, right? You need to understand. Oh, it did work. It just come through Facebook. So you need to understand why you're doing this. So you need to map it out beforehand, not just go, that's a good idea, I'll do it. Okay, Linda's worked. Linda, yours worked. Yeah? I'm getting
So
notifications.
I should have got something back
No.
through Messenger, or
Let me just go to Messenger. So it says here, where did you come through? Let me just quickly go and have a look.
I just clicked on the first video there.
Okay.
What is the end result?
Oh, it says here, view this message on. Yeah, you should have got that default reply message back, which obviously is still not working for whatever reason. Yeah, so the default reply was, hey, thanks for the comment. Now, for whatever reason, like I said, I set this up last night and it's not working.
So that should come through Messenger.
On Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah. Did you go to the Instagram or the the Facebook?
No, I sent it to you through Instagram.
Okay, yeah. So it should have come back through Instagram message. Should have. Any chat. Keeps coming up. I want to know more.
You can't see it.
No, my default reply is working, but not the comments.
Yeah, so it says Leanne sent you a message.
Which is interesting. I'm not sure why that's not working. And that's one of the downfalls that you have to then play around with this. It's brilliant when it works, but sometimes it just doesn't for whatever reason. I'll publish it again.
Really need, like you said, you really need to have your plan laid out so you know what.
And you need to test.
Doing.
Yeah. So what I mean by that, where I was going, thank you for bringing me back on track, is say you want to use the Instagram keyword. So you might do a post on Instagram, you may do a video, and you might say, hey, comment the word workbook and I will send you my free workbook, or comment the word ebook and I'll send you my free ebook. Now you're going to have the flow pre-set up or set up before you do that video. Yeah. You need to map it out and then you need to test it. So I would get my kids or, whoever, I'd say, go to my Instagram. I wasn't using Instagram. Go to Facebook and type that word in so I know that it's working, right? Because sometimes it doesn't work and it doesn't work for whatever reasons. And it's not just me. It's, some of the big players in this space have said it just doesn't work. Sometimes Facebook goes, you've already subscribed. It's outside the 24-hour period. We're not going to send that to you. Whatever, who knows, but most times it does work. So the point is you need to map out that strategy. If you're using a QR code, what does it look like? And like Irene said, you might actually start creating this and go, oh, I want them to go here, I want them to go there, and that's easy because all you're going to do is pull out this next step and do a message or start a flow. Yeah, does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know there's a lot to take in. I imagine the only things that you will possibly would be using is your Instagram comments, your messenger URL, maybe customer chats. You're probably not going to play with Facebook ads. I could be wrong. Facebook comments. Sorry, go.
Yeah. So if say on Instagram, because I get inquiries through Instagram and other apps, I could basically set it up so that I was like, are you interested in an appointment or like whatever flow it is, or
Yes.
you have an issue with this kind of relationship or blah blah. Get them to answer some questions, and then are you interested in an appointment, and then actually lead them straight to booking an appointment.
Absolutely. So
Wow.
you could. And then what you would do is come down to your, where am I? Automation, right? And you would create a sequence. So I'm just seeing
That's what sequence is. So you go to sequence to create the flow. Is that right?
Yeah. So it's called a flow, right? But it's actually a sequence. So for example, we've created a growth tool. Okay. So say we created the growth tool, the QR code, right? Let's look at that one. That's the one that we played with before. I want to preview it. Oh, no, why is it unpublished? And you've got to make sure it's published. Sometimes they just, for whatever reason, unpublish themselves. For whatever reason, that's gone to... Anyway, so this is the one we created before. And you go, you know what? After they finish this, and now it's going slow mode. Oh, all my messages are starting to come through now. It's starting to work. After we've created this, it's a bit slow today. Come on. Really slow today. All right. So after we've created a growth tool, I'll pick something that I've created in the past. All right, here's one. So this was a Facebook comment. I said if you use the trigger word, whatever it was, you would actually get my one-page business plan, right? So that was the whole idea of this one. But say you've done that and you go, wow, I want to add them to a sequence. So you go to here and you go start a flow. Select my flow. These are the flows that I've already pre-created. So I'm just going to choose anything because it doesn't really matter.
So okay. So you can have smaller flows.
Yeah,
but
and then add them to a sequence.
Right. Yeah, so you're building, and you could use it one flow for many different sequences.
Yeah, or you could use one sequence. So let me jump over to sequences. So I've just said to this growth tool, the flow needs to go to this sequence. I have no idea what sequence 2 even looks like. I can't remember. But you would come over here and you would create your sequence. Okay, right. So you would say immediately send them the workbook. In one day, I want to send them an educational message. In 20 minutes after the first day. And you could change all these. It doesn't have to be set up as this schedule, right? So you can set this up, turn it on. So from this one growth tool over here, whatever it was, we've actually pushed them into an automated sequence. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So as long as you put unsubscribe or stop, yep, yeah. That word, then it's like you're covered, because you're kind of putting them into a sequence which will keep running.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why Facebook is a bit thingy on it, like, get out of here.
Yeah, because you then own your customer, right? This customer is there. However, you cannot sell anything to them, right? You've only got that 24-hour window to do something around sales. You need to make sure that this sequence here, and I know mine looks messy because I've got lots.
24-hour period. So Facebook are okay if you attempt to sell them in the 24 hours that they first contact, but not after that.
Not after that. So
Right.
your sequence must be all educational. And even though it's got soft sell there, I wouldn't be selling them anything because Facebook will know. Facebook monitors the communication between ManyChat and your Facebook Messenger account. Yeah. So I would not be selling them. I would be trying to work out how to
But
get
getting them to head to your website is,
Yeah. Well,
that's fine, right?
that should be fine as long as you're not sending them to a landing page that's selling them something.
Right. Wow, this is technical. This is like, yeah. Good to know.
So with your sequences, again, I've got lots, but I just saw one there before that might actually help you. Oh, the webinar one. Sorry, let me go back. I created a flow for a webinar just so you can see how complicated you can actually make them. I created one for a business card. So I went networking at Trading Mates and I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to use a messenger bot. So I created an online, let me have a look at that. I can't even remember what it looked like. Oh, wow. It looked like that. Wow. Okay. Let me see if I can make this bigger. So this is an example of what a flow would look like. So from here, what did I say? I said with the number of people I meet each day, I like to make my I like to personalize my experience with each and every one. So let's take a selfie together so I can remember who you are. So I actually got them to take a selfie of me and them, right? Which popped up here. And then I said, because I needed to remember who they were, then I said, before I go into my contact details with you, please confirm yours. So they had to get started, which took them up here, confirm their details. Or I said, just give me your details, which were my details there, right? My business card. As they gave me theirs, Facebook prompted them with their email address. And I said, thanks. What's the best phone number? Facebook said, here's the phone number. And I said, thanks. Whoops. Here's my details. So see how the flow goes down there or here? Then from here, I know it looks a bit confusing. I said, let's have a chat. These are my social media channels, which took them up to this one here and said my YouTube, my TikTok, my Facebook page. So they were all clickable links. Or I said chat about training. So I told them about training. And that was just, I'm going to say simple because it was simple. But again, it had to be mapped out with what you wanted them to do, right? So there's an example of what that looked like. If I went to my, where's my webinar one? Do I have a webinar one somewhere?
So was with the webinar one, was it once someone was already so the bots ran the webinar, or the bots led someone to a webinar?
Led them to the webinar. It didn't run the webinar, no.
I mean, maybe they could in the future, but
well, you could actually just send them straight to YouTube and have the webinar running there. That would work quite nicely. Post-webinar follow-up. Post-webinar. Let's have a look at webinar follow-up and see what that one was about. No, that's pretty boring. Let's go back out. Evergreen temp. Okay, so this one was, so it was a URL. So I started with the URL, the link, and then I went, hey, do you want to register for your free How to Become a Social Media Manager? They said, yeah, let's go. It jumped into a sequence, which was an SMS sequence. And then we had the open flow. Let me see where it went. It went awesome. If you want me to email you about the virtual, so I caught their email address there. Had a GIF. Yay, you're all set. You'll receive confirmation of the workshop shortly. So that was a flow you know,
Cool.
instead of
Yeah,
using a
yeah,
webinar thingamajig, whatever you want to call it.
yeah, that's really
So-
simple, easy
Yeah.
kind of flow.
So initially, Leanne, you are messaging somebody the first message.
No, so that very first one for the
They're contacting you.
so I used the URL. So I had
Yep.
created a URL which would have said click here if you want to click on this if you want to subscribe to the webinar. So they had to click on
Right.
it. But that URL could be anywhere. It could be added into my Facebook page. It could be on my LinkedIn. It could be on my website. It could be anywhere. It could be inside
And then
a blog.
Yeah, so then it starts prompting the message bot.
Then it activates the messenger bot. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so here's another example. This is a reference URL. So that's the growth tool. If we go back to growth tools, remember we had the opportunity over here of where do we want them to start? Well, it was this one here that I'm using now. If I go back to automation, collect emails and phone numbers, starting with a URL to start with, this is a pretty intense flow. But anyway, let's have a look at it. So the trigger is the URL, okay? So we're waiting for Facebook. Hey, Leanne, thank you for touring our store. Well, you'd customize that for whatever. Do you want reminders about the best deals and updates? Send me updates. Great. Which is the best way to contact with you, email or phone? Okay, we go through the flow, collects their email, collects their phone number. From there, we go, great. Please enter your phone number if it's not prompted. Please enter your email. Thank you very much. I've got your details, right? If they come back over here and they go, no, not now, you go down to, great, it says didn't subscribe, no worries, and they're off the list, right? And that's like a typical flow. That's actually one of the templates, I think, from memory in your template. Where were the templates? Down here? Collect customer feedback, no. Collect emails. So you can install that already. Just, you don't even need to do it. Just install it. It's there for you to use. You just need to customize it through your automation.
And when you've collected all the information, like their emails and their phone number,
where does it go?
Do you find that, yeah, is that in the contacts?
So in the settings, it's really important that you set up, you need to integrate it with your messenger or your email account. So I've used MailChimp from memory. So I've enabled, it's a pro version, so because I'm paying for it. So you need to actually integrate your, if you want, so I'll rephrase it, beg your pardon. You can have it, you can have the details inside ManyChat, yeah? And you can email them from ManyChat, or you can integrate your existing autoresponder account, which is, you know, Aweber, MailChimp, whatever. It depends what you want to, it depends what platform. Same with the SMS. If you collect their phone details, you can text them with the pro version, yeah, and start using that SMS facility within ManyChat. Which it's actually, I thought we were able to do that with Australia. It's not available for Australia just yet. It is available for Australia because I saw it.
It works more efficiently with MailChimp.
It works efficiently with all of them. Yeah.
Okay, so as long as you've got one of them integrated with your ManyChats.
Yeah.
Yep.
It will work. And then it also works with WhatsApp as well. I don't use WhatsApp. I'm using it as a consumer with a business WhatsApp course that I'm doing, and I find it so messy. I just go, man.
I know. I don't know what it is, but I don't like WhatsApp either. But there's a lot of business like from India and things like that. They live on there. That's
yeah,
the
yeah. You
yeah.
can create a WhatsApp business phone number. Like you don't need another mobile service. You can actually create a WhatsApp business number inside the app, which works as well. But yeah, it's not my thing. Yeah, maybe I'm uneducated. Who knows? Okay. So if we just have a look at settings for a minute, if we go to the general setting, this is your, if you actually pay for the pro, this is your link, your ManyChat link, right? It'll be my ManyChat. If you go back to home, it should also be here somewhere for you. Let me have a look. No. You have your own link. Why is it not there? Might have to open it in a different screen. Let me just leave you there for a minute while I have a look, because if it's in my contacts section. No, it used to be. Oh. No, it's moved. Okay. You do have your own direct link to your messenger bot as well. But for the life of me, I just can't find it at the moment, what they've done with it. Where is it? Coming back. No, I'll have to find that and come back to you. It's been moved. Okay. That's something I've got to find. It should be this link. I don't know why it's not saying. Normally it says me.yourname.manychat.com. Not sure why that's not there. Come back to that. Your notifications, again, you've got Messenger, SMS, email, and mobile. So that's for Pro. Again, if you pay for it. The live chat, you can uncheck or check the boxes. Again, it's up to you. Your email notifications, you can put your email address in and get notified if you want to. You can enter your phone number, and you can ask it to send you reports daily, weekly, monthly, or never, depending on how you want that set up. The live chat feature, the behavior, any message that starts a conversation, you can have that, or you can close all conversations. Again, you're just using this to set up your live chat features. If you have more than one person on your team, you can actually invite another person to help monitor your ManyChat, your ManyChat software on the back. So you just invite a new member there. The logs, it's just the logs, connection. That was a log from an error that I had a while ago. Your billing is obviously your billing details around your credit card details for your professional channel, professional account. Your channels that you're using, I've got Instagram, Messenger. Obviously, that's the main component of Messenger bots. SMS, I've not connected that yet. Again, I could have sworn that it was open for Australia. I don't know why that's not open. Your email services, again, and then your WhatsApp, which I'm not using. Your automation tools, this is just the authorized. So your widget is English, Australia, US. Authorization websites, I've just thrown some websites in there. Again, you probably won't use this yet. This is probably advanced. Your field options, this is where you're going to collect the data. So when you're collecting the email, how do I explain this? So when collecting the email and the phone number, the fields are already set up for you. Okay, so these are the email address field, your phone number field. As you go more advanced with this, you may choose to add more fields, whatever that is for you. That I don't know what that is, but you're probably not going to use more than what's already here, actually. Your tags, once you start building a database, you may choose to tag that that chat. For example, if you go live streaming and you use a keyword training, you might like to use the tag training on that messenger bot action because it makes it easier to sort out who and what you're chatting to, right? When you go to your contacts over here, you can go how many people are interested in training, how many people want live reminders, how many people don't want reminders, how many people, so you can categorize your content, your database is what I'm saying, by using tags. So again, you can set these up for whatever you want. Obviously, you can see I've done a lot, but you can just create a new tag, call it whatever you want, and tag that flow or that conversation. You can have your conversion events, again, with triggers. Again, this is a little bit far-fetched for you, probably confusing you by talking about all these. I might just go down to extensions. If you're integrating ManyChat to other services, again, it's a little bit advanced, but if you are, you generate your API key here. You'll know what that is when you actually get asked for it, but it'll be in your extensions. I've got no apps installed, but you're welcome to go check that out as well with the different apps. The integrations, I've got Google Sheets. You can integrate Google Sheets. Shopify, you can integrate that. I don't even know what that one is. I don't use it. Active Campaign is an email. This is where you integrate your email accounts. I've connected MailChimp here. So whenever I use a flow to get their email address, my integration with MailChimp will automatically put that into MailChimp for me. So now every time somebody goes through ManyChat, gives me their email, it's already in MailChimp. So I've set that up. I've not set any of these other ones up, but again, you may choose to. I don't think I have any installed templates. I do. I've got a couple of installed templates. Rock, paper, scissors was an actual game, as I mentioned, about using quizzes and games, and the Pixel. If you wanted to put ManyChat Pixel onto your website, you could do that as well. Yeah, but again, that's a bit advanced. You may not get that far in the next few months or so. And then again, the templates, which I showed you. These are the professional ones, the free ones. Yeah.
What's the pixels, Leanne?
So pixels, so do you understand how Facebook pixels work?
No.
Okay.
They track you.
Yeah, so a pixel will track you. So if you were to use a good example is Facebook. If you put a Facebook pixel on your website, you do an ad, you drive traffic to that page, but no one takes action, Facebook will collect the data and then you can retarget those people that landed there with another ad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Thanks,
ManyChat's the same. You can put the pixel on there. Maybe you send them to your website. Then you could retarget those people.
So it's like a little bot that's gathering information on anyone who interacts with that website or that
Action, that flow. Yeah.
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 Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So that's how ManyChat works, really. I'm sure that you've got 100 questions. 100 questions, or you maybe not. Okay. It's all good. And that's probably it. My suggestion is to create a growth. My suggestion is to go to ManyChat, create a free account. You don't need to do a pro account just yet. Go to a growth tool, integrate your Facebook and your Instagram accounts with ManyChat, create a growth tool, and just start playing with it and test it out. You can't break anything. The only growth.
Hey, Leanne.
Yeah.
Sorry, for some reason I can't really hear you.
Oh, sorry, my mic dropped down.
Yeah, that's better, thanks.
So the other growth tool that I didn't show you, which I'll show you right now, is the Facebook comments. So with the professional version, you can choose all posts. So again, this is like a trigger. If anyone was to comment a specific word on a Facebook post, on any Facebook post, it would trigger a conversation. And again, you will set that up to be whatever you want. Or you will use a specific post with what I used to use for the Facebook Lives is you might actually go live on Facebook, and then in the comments you will say comment ebook below and I will send you my ebook, but you would be talking about that in that video. Does that make sense? So you can choose whatever posts you want on Facebook and Instagram.
So while they're watching that live footage and they put in the comments,
it would activate it. That's right. But you have to do it
automatically.
Yeah. So you would have to have professional version. So I used to do this when I was live. It doesn't look that great. So you would have to have the professional version and go all posts, and you would have to create a response. Like I would say, okay, guys, if you want a good one is the show notes, which really is just the transcript of the video, right? If you want the show notes, just write the word show or notes and it would activate the opt-in message. Thank you very much. You'll receive your show notes by email later on today, whatever, because you'd have to get them transcribed. Or if you want to access the group, you want to get in my private group, just type the word group in, and then the flow would say, hey, Leanne, thanks for the comment. Here's the link to the group. And that would be all done inside ManyChat. Yeah.
Can that also happen just through a Facebook post, or does it have to be live?
Oh, yeah, no, it can be any post. So if you go specific post, you might select a post. Let's just find one that's not a video. I mean, all mine are video. Most of them are video. Let me find one that's not a video. Hello? Nope, they're all videos. Okay, let's pretend that was not a video. You might say, comment below to get more information on how to create a GIF, right? It could be you doing a GIF, and they go comment GIF on that post and it'll work specifically for that post only. Yeah? Not all of them.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be video. It can be any sort of post whatsoever.
But you can only do that with the pro version.
So all post is professional only. Specific post is a free one. So you would have to create a flow for that post each and every time you did a post, yeah? Whereas with all posts in the professional version, you might have a generic word, which is just live streaming or live. Doesn't matter where they put it on Facebook, it will still activate the messenger bot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't need the professional. If you know what post it is, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you're just starting out and you can just have it on certain posts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. So my suggestion is create an account, use the home tag, use the goals and strategies, connect your automated keyword, your conversation starter, your default reply, for Instagram and Facebook. Play around with the growth tool. Pick one growth tool, whether it be a QR code or maybe a comments. I'm not sure, or an Instagram comments. Play around with it. Test it with some family and friends to make sure that it's working, or put it into the Facebook group and say, hey, can somebody go and comment here, just testing out my bot. Somebody will do it. Either I'll do it or somebody else will do it. And yeah, just play with it, and then map out what you want that to do. Map out how you see that working, and start playing with it and mapping them out. That's the only way that you're going to learn how to use it, effectively.
Yeah, that's amazing. I never knew an app like this existed.
It
And
is pretty
I'm
cool.
constantly looking for an app where you can multi-post as well. Like, instead of having to post on Instagram separately, Facebook separately, I don't know, like TikTok separately.
Yeah.
So this bot one is amazing because you can use it on so many different
Levels. That's what I said at the beginning. I don't know of a flow or a sequence that you wouldn't be able to apply a bot to, really.
Yeah.
You could have it on the back of your business card, like I have, and that's where the URL code worked well. So what I used to have on the back of my phone is an I think they're called NFT sticker. They're a sticker. Anyways, so you get this sticker and you put it on the back of your phone, and the sticker is coded with a URL, which was the messenger bot URL. That's how I did the business card. So I would say to the people, just run your phone over the back of mine, and it would read the URL, and then it would open up this business card opportunity where you're changing details, right? Like, it's so woohoo.
It's so good. Sophisticated.
Yeah, I know, right? Except for some people's phones, it didn't work because they didn't have the reader on or off. But whatever, it was just really cool. I don't have to carry business cards around anymore because I'm like, scan my phone. Or you might have it on the back of there going, you might want to drive people to your TikTok account. So you say, look, I'm on TikTok. I just want you to follow me on TikTok. Scan the back of my phone. Follow me on TikTok. Whatever.
Yeah. Wow.
Webinars.
It really limitless a little bit on how you can apply it.
It is. It's like, yeah. Mind blowing.
Yeah, and totally exciting and a little bit daunting.
Yeah, but then, just start with something that you're doing now and implement a bot strategy around that. Make sure it works, and then go to the next level. Go to the next level.
Yeah, that's nice. I can start small, and just have a few sequences and flows, and then it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to having like you as my lecturer, my teacher, and be studying this and practicing it in the real world. In real time.
Yeah, I have to say Messenger Bot and the video workshops are my favorite because you just have so much more opportunity to get out there for free. You know what I mean? Like, that's what social's about. It's about building that place, that digital footprint. Yeah, building the brand for free. Yeah.
Excellent.
Cool. Anyone got any questions? Because we're just about, well, I'm done unless you're done. Linda, Kim.
Hey, Leanne. I just, you've blown my mind there once again with everything. But I just had a question, not so much about the messenger bots, because obviously that's going to be a step-by-step process to follow that all through and get it all set up and get it all rolling. But just in regard, because this is obviously my last workshop here.
We'll have it. We'll bring you back for an online graduation party.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be doing that. But you said earlier at the start, I still had 3 units.
Yes, so I thought you sent that to me. I got a message, unless that was a really old message, Linda. I was looking at my messenger the other day and I was like, Linda sent me something with three things highlighted, and I was like,
Yeah, well, they were the workshop ones.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was just wondering whether there was any of those online ones that I hadn't finished.
No, you should. So you emailed Helen, yeah? So Helen.
Yeah, she just said I hadn't done the 401.
What is the 401? Do you know what
Review
it
and
is?
maintain a website. Review and maintain a website.
I'm sure you did do that though.
Yeah, no, I have done that.
Yeah, you have. So sometimes when she says you haven't done it, there's two things that happen, and I'm always putting my hand up and taking responsibility. Either I still have it in my folder and I haven't given it to her, or I've given it to her and she's still got it on her desk. So I'll email her and ask her to check that because you have done it.
Yep.
And if that's the case, then she issues the certificates. I send them both to her, and then she'll have to mail them to you, obviously, because you're not here anymore.
That's right. Yeah, and she also said that there was going to be some catch-up workshops that you could jump on and have a look at.
Yeah. Are you missing? Did you miss a couple of workshops?
Only the last one where I sort of had to log out halfway through the video one. But
Right.
I think I'm fine with that because I think all I need to do is create the video and update it to the group or something.
The recording did work, so I will send that to you.
Yeah, I think you did send me a recording.
I did send it to you, yes.
But it wasn't the online one, I don't think. It was just a video presentation one.
Of
a
me?
YouTube one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that there is no online workshop with those, no. So that's it. So with this workshop, this is it. There is no other online work to do.
Okay, just follow it through and practice it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, I'll do that, and I'll send you a message or a messenger bot to get that happening. To show you that I'm actually doing it.
That's awesome. Yeah, just shoot me something so I can test it for you.
Okay, great.
Okay, sorry, I was just typing an email to Helen about your I'm just going to do it while I. Okay, so I've emailed Helen, so she should be able to check that for us, yeah?
Okay, thank you.
All right, wonderful. Well, I won't see you then, Linda. If I don't, I won't see you, not see you like now. Have a Merry Christmas. We'll definitely have some sort of virtual graduation party. I don't even know what that looks like now. Normally I'd get you back in for cake. I don't know how I'm going to send us all cake. That's really interesting. Anyways.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. Yeah. And
no, it's been amazing.
Whereabouts on the Gold Coast are you living?
So I have been up on the hinterland at a place called Lower Beachmont.
Okay, cool. It's just that I'm coming down the Gold Coast for 2 weeks. I was like, if we had 5 minutes and you were around surface, we could catch up for coffee. But if you're up there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a, once you get on the mountain, you tend to stay there.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It is.
Well, all the best. You know where I am. You're still in the group. Utilize the group. You don't get kicked out of the group. So I don't post as often as I probably should, but there's lots of information in the group. And just if you've got any issues or questions, just say, hey, what's happening with this,
Yeah, I will do. I'll drop a line.
Yeah, lovely. Awesome. All the best with your social media journey. Can't wait to see that.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, lovely. All right. Christopher was there. I don't know if he still is. I think he's jumped off. But Kim, have you got any questions?
Yes. Could I please book in for a one-on-one to catch up on the 2 workshops that I missed out on?
You can. So the one-on-ones aren't for the workshops because they're recorded. The one-on-ones are for your units of competency.
Right.
So do you need help with your units to catch up with?
Yes.
All right.
I
So
have a lot of catching up to do, and now I have a broken foot just to make life even easier.
yeah, so just to be clear on the catch-ups, they're not me doing them for you. They're me answering any questions that you have. So my suggestion is have a look at the units and find out where you're struggling,
Yeah.
and I'll help you through that.
Okay, so okay, so the 2 workshops I missed, I just go through the slides, yeah.
So you missed, which ones were they?
Not the last one, but the 2 before that, which I think one was Instagram. I'm not actually sure what they even were.
I don't have them in front of me either.
I can look it up.
Yeah, so I think the focus should be on getting your units of the business done.
Yeah.
So I would suggest if you're behind in those, have a look at where you're at, what you're struggling with, and then we'll do a one-on-one together and help you get through that business units. Then you'll have the recording from the video one if you've missed, and then the other ones, I'm not sure about that, but anyway, we'll work something out. I'm not going to commit.
Okay, well, I'll just figure out what workshops I've missed.
Yeah.
Look for the slides. I've done, all the e-coaching. I'm sort of behind on the unit projects.
Okay, so open them up and find out what you're struggling with there. I'm just thinking, what have I got next week? Next week is the 22nd. I'll be free at 11 o'clock next Friday if you want to book that in for a catch-up.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll send you a Teams link like this.
Uh-huh.
A calendar invite, with a Teams link, and then we'll catch up one-on-one then.
And I'm also I haven't even begun the WordPress blog just because I've been without internet for so long. So I've got to catch up on that too, and the workbooks as well.
Yes. So the workbooks and that is for you. There's 2 things. The WordPress blog is so I know that you know what you're doing before I give you my certificate with my name on it. And the workbooks are for you to use for your own learning material resources. I don't need to see them back again, yeah?
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, I don't want, they're just for you. They're your learning resources, yeah?
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
That's one less thing then. Okay, cool. Thanks, that was awesome.
Lovely.
And
Thanks.
I'll speak to you next Friday.
Next Friday, 11 o'clock. Lovely.
Yeah. Okay,
all right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Irene. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Yes,
thanks,
thank
Linda.
you, Leanne. That was amazing. I am just so excited to be here and be doing this course with you. So thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Nice to meet you, Linda. Bye, Kim.
Take care, Linda. Talk to you soon.
Bye.